Hello, hello, everybody. I hope you can hear me loud and clear. That was really good hanging out at Deck's place. And I think we're ready to get started here. I hope you all got something out of that. Let me just let everybody know in the other rooms that I am live, and then I'll get going and correct the contracts on the bottom. If you can hear me, give me a heads up and say you can hear me and let me know everything's okay. Let me change the real quick and put it up to 720 so you should be seeing me better. And I'm just going to tell Deck's room. I got to put a light on in here so I can see the keyboards. There we go. All right, active trader. Okay, let me just do a click here. Copy this, do this, do. Okay. Sorry, it's the only way I know how to do this. You know, us old guys do things differently. All right, there's one room. Now, let me go check. Anybody else? Just give me 1 second, and then we're going to get going. Any questions, start posting them on the board, and I will answer any questions from the other room on options if you want. That's fine. I have a lot to say about that. And in the future, I will be teaching a lot about options. Just right now, I'm helping people to build up their accounts with mining. And I'm giving you a site where you can go where I know I can depend on the company I don't have to worry about. And that's really important because a lot of companies, I had a problem with Binance.us. They held my money for 3 weeks and I got real nervous. I thought I got ripped off early in the beginning of my crypto. So, you know, there's a lot of things you need to know, and I will go over a lot of that stuff. But you got to bear with me because I'm going to go over a lot of it over the weeks to come. And I'll be answering a lot of questions. I do one-on-one, but I am behind. I owe some people here who still may want one-on-one at the old price, but the new price is $50 an hour, and I guarantee you will way get your money's worth on that $50. I promise you. I don't know anybody who has ever done one-on-one with me walked away saying, I feel like I got ripped off. They've all gotten more for their money and more time, okay? I heard a lot of good things today. You know, I like what Scott had to say. I know he does options also. I'm not competing with him in any way. I just want you to know that we all are here to help you, and we're not competing against one another. I do not get paid to live stream. I get paid a small amount, as I've been paid all along, as a moderator, and I get a free ride. I don't have to pay. None of the moderators have to pay for their monthlies. But you know what? That's not what we're here for. It's not the freebies, even though there's some free stuff around here. And eventually, I'm excited to the fact that Deck is going to have software that is going to give us actual live time. Once we have that new software that's installed, probably around May or June, he says maybe the end of May, but June definitely, then I'll be able to do live trades with you where when I say I'm going in, you can go in with me if that's what you want to do. Right now, and I'll give you, for instance, I'm going to do a check right now. So 21, 2, 3, 4, 25. So it's 12:04:25. I put my hand up, and I want to see now. That's 5 seconds. 6, 7, 8. There we go. Very good. So right now we're only on the 8-second delay, which is perfect. That's the normal. Also, I just want to make sure I set up I want to make sure that this is set up in YouTube properly. So give me 1 second right there. Thanks. And let me just sign in. Okay, come on. All right, I think I have it. Just need to sign in. I think I'm in. Am I in? So to those of you in YouTube, I think there's 17 over there watching. If you can hear me, go give me a hands up, okay? So I know that you guys are catching this, all right? And make sure you got the 720 and the volume is off. I gotta have volume off in these things so we don't get any feedback. Okay, we're set up there. I'm live. Everything should be good. Let me just make sure. Come on, go back on. Go back on. Here we go. Okay. All right, loud and clear, ready to go. We're going to just look over the contracts real quick. Now, I have a thing, like Deck talks about theta a lot, and I'm not into theta. Theta will show you how fast at the end of the day that an option is decreasing. I'm more interested in the delta. The delta shows me how much I'm going to get paid and how fast I'm going to get paid for it. So a lot of the contracts that Deck is doing is way out of the money, okay? He does it for two reasons. Number one, He has to trade. He wants to trade to show people that he's trading. That's number one. But if he takes a loss, he doesn't want to take a bigger loss. Remember, he just did 100 contracts early and took a $2,000 loss. If he did 100 contracts on right out of the delta, he would have taken a $5,000 loss because it would have printed up that much faster and caught him more off guard. I don't know why he did so many. I feel like he was kind of showing off a little bit. But it caught him in the pants and he got nipped. And, he goes, oh, I did all good trades. He didn't do a good trade. It was a lousy trade. It was a bad call. And you know what? Everything has to do with trend and timing. So remember that. If your trend is off, your timing is off, or your trend, very important, okay? One of the things that we talk about, I'm going to put it out. I do it every day, and there's a reason. Because the more times I talk about it, the more times it's going to stick in your head, and you're going to understand some of the things. Most important elements in trading: a stock, an option, anything. I should add those in here. 1, support. Number 2, resistance. Why do I keep doing all day long, changing up, and this is off right now, okay? Support and resistance. So I can come in here now and I can activate this, and I can put this up to right above the VWAP, which will put me at, let's say resistance, okay? I'm gonna go to resistance, and I'm gonna put this at, let's say 75. It might put me right on the line. And it's right above. Okay, so I got 410.75, and then I can take this one now, and I can see my support, which before was at the lower VWAP, is now, and I don't even see my 13. I don't know why. Okay, but I'm going to say 409.75. Let's just leave it at about $1. So we have $1 in our channel. Okay, so there's my 409.75. Now we got support and resistance. All right, now let's go back to what I was saying. Support, resistance, timing. If I'm going to get in to a trade, I got to look now and say, okay, well, this is my resistance and this is my support. I'm closer to the top. Here's my 13. Here's my 13 right there. So actually, I like to have a little smaller so I can open. Oh, it's on number 1. That's fine. All right, so what I want is we're right now between the 13, and we're bouncing between the 13 and the resistance point, or the VWAP at this point. So wherever I'm at, if I'm lower or closer, I might take a shot on going long, because right now, what does the trend tell us? The trend tells us at the moment that we are going up. So if I take my low of 408, let's see, 23, bingo, got it. I got lucky there. And I'm going to come up a little higher and just do it right to the bottom of the 13. All right, there's my bottom trend line. Now, my top trend line is moved since I last did it earlier because we got busy. So I'm going to put that here. Let's go to my trend line here, and let's activate it and find out where it is. And we got it. Okay, so now we're going to bring it down a little bit, and now we can see where the crunch is, where we actually going to get the squeeze. Okay, I'm on a 1 minute. I don't have to go to 5 minute, 10 minute, 15. I'll do it for you just to show you we're going up. Here's the 1 hour. We're going up. You see that? I can see my chart. That's good for trading, so you don't get nervous. Look, if you were trading over the last 25 minutes, that's 5 minutes, 25 minutes, you're going straight up, and we can see. So we don't want to fight the trend right now. Let's go back to 1 minute, all right? So we can keep an eye on what the chart really looks like at this point. So right now, if you're at the top here, okay, if I thought that there was that much resistance at this point and that the stock was going to come down, I would do a put. Before, Deck was down here on the support level, this close, and he said, I think that at this point it's going to go, what did he do? He said go down. So what did he do? He went and did a put here. He should have done the put up here when it started to drop, but he did it down here. And what happened? It bounced down a little bit. He goes, I'm up a couple of hundred, and then boom, it shot straight up, and the next thing you know, he's down 2,000. In the end, he was right. He didn't hold because he has to get out, because you have to have a plan. He held too long, but with 100 contracts, listen, if you've got 5 contracts and you're willing to lose 100, then if you have 100 contracts, 2,000 doesn't seem like a lot. But the fact is, later on, it dropped below, and he would have made a great deal of money. So he had the right call, but he had the wrong timing, okay? And that's what timing and is very important, and trend direction. So his timing and trend was off. He got in, and it went the other way. So he had the wrong timing and the wrong trend. So if he waited for his trend to hit that top again before it hit its resistance, then he would have had a great timing to do the right trend to come in the right direction. Now, it's easier to say after the fact, but that's really the way it is. And that's why we don't trade it in the middle, and that's why I do support resistance. And I don't trade breakouts. I'm not going to trade this now saying it's going to break out over the resistance and go for 411. It might. But what we saw here, that there was a lot of resistance right at 410.68, where it hit 410.70, 410.75. Remember yesterday I talked about 875 rule? It's that 875 rule, 75 rule. When you're getting to a certain point in a stock, what's it going to do? And right now we can see there's a lot of resistance. We still might. We're actually, where's my upper VWAP? Okay, is that on top? Hold on. There it is. Okay, so there's your upper VWAP plot. We're in the middle right now between upper and lower, right at the VWAP. Actually, we're a little bullish right now because we're just under it. All right, so what's going to happen right now? I think it's going to pull down and pull back a little, but that's not what we're here to talk about. Another thing that's really important is to have confidence in yourself. I hear people asking questions all the time. Should I do this many contracts? Should I do this? Should I do that? Should I buy now? Should I buy later? Should I wait for this? Should I wait for that? You know what that tells me? You don't know. And if you don't know what you're doing, you shouldn't be asking those questions. You need to watch. You need to listen. You're just trying to get involved so you can make some money, but you're going to get involved and you're going to lose some money. Let me ask you a question. 66 people in here right now. Be totally honest. Only if the answer is yes, tell me yes on the board, but be completely honest. How many people, when they listen to Deck, put Webinito on first in the morning? Be honest. How many people here put Webinito on? I never, ever, ever, ever turn Deck's room on without having Webinito on. Because if I'm listening to Deck, just like you're listening to me now, if I say I'm getting in right now, you don't hear that for 10 seconds. But then if I get out 4 seconds later, so I'm only in the trade for 14 seconds, you don't hear that for 6 additional seconds, which means you didn't get the whole thing till about 14 to 20 seconds later on the whole thing. So that's not good, okay? If every time I talk, you're hearing me between 8 and 12 seconds later, you cannot follow me on a trade. But you can follow me on alerts that I can put out. I can put out alerts before they happen, and I'm always right on. You guys know that the ones that follow me here, that when I put an alert out, it's as good as money in the bank, all right? Webinito, if you look at the top of my room, I don't have it. Only person that has it right now is Deck. On top, it says YouTube, so you always click YouTube. You must click Webinito first and set it up. The first time, you have to download it and set it up. After it's downloaded in your computer, all you have to do is open it each time, and then you move it. What you do is you want to listen to the sound on Webinito, and then you want to put it in the background and then open YouTube so you can see him and turn off the sound to YouTube. Webinito is exactly when he talks. So if you're following Deck 10 seconds ago, you're going to lose. And if he loses, you're going to lose even more, okay? So when he lost, it went further up. Remember he said if I stayed in, I would have lost 3,000? But later on, it came all the ways down. You can't wait with hope. Hope is not a strategy that we actually use in these rooms, okay? So what is hope? We must always have a plan. We must always have a plan, all right? I'm going to put it up on the board one more time. Every day I put this up there. Hope is not a strategy. We must have a plan. What does that plan say? How many people were here yesterday when I went over doing stop losses? And how much of a stop loss should you have? Depends on how much that contract is. If I have a contract that's $1, I can have a larger stop loss. If I have a contract that's $5, I can have a little tighter stop loss. But if I have a stock that's $15 on or $10 to $15 on a contract, I can lose a lot of money if I hold it too long, but I'm also going to get stomped out quicker, okay? So the fact is you have to have a smaller, maybe 5%, okay? Maybe 2.5% sometimes on very expensive contracts, all right? Now, when Deck says and people say, go to the next day, go to the next day. Why do you want to go to the next day? So you can pay more money for the exact same contract? Does anybody realize that? Do you people know? If I open up the contracts right now, and I look right now, and here's a 41.15 contract for $7, okay? If I go to tomorrow's contract and I go to 41.15, same contract, it's $13. So why do I want to pay $13 when I can pay $7? Why do the actual thing is the same? 46 on the delta, 43. So 0.3 is not going to make a difference. So the question is, why are you doing tomorrow's contracts when today's are fine, even at 3 o'clock today? So what do I always say? What is important? I don't agree with Deck when he talks theta. I don't agree with him, okay? Hold on, let me change this back to right there. Take that down. All right, I don't agree with him when he talks about theta, 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 theta. I'm going to tell you what I talk about. Delta, 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 delta. Why? Because the higher the delta, the faster you get paid. The lower the delta, the less you get paid. But the less you lose if it goes the other way. Okay? So a lot of people are scared. They go far out and they say, I don't get it. Why isn't this contract writing? Well, because your delta is too low. So what do we want to know? ODTEs, those are 1 day's trades, okay? Change your contracts often if you're not in one. So if you're not in a contract yet, what contract should I be in? Futures mirror exactly the SPY move, and so does SPX. And so does one of the two, like SQQQ or TQQQ. One goes with it, one goes the other way. There are a lot of stocks that mirror the SPY, okay? So, and futures are great. You need a lot more money to do it, and the futures are great when you learn them. But right now, we're talking about options in here, okay? So your option is to go to a futures room or stay here and learn about options, okay? But futures is a real good thing. And what's his name here? Caesar, who does futures, is one of the most successful future people I know. I've spoken to him on the phone twice for more than 3 hours. He also does crypto. The guy is very knowledgeable. He made over $350,000 last year just doing futures. So if you want to learn futures, Caesar 27, 24, whatever his name is, he is definitely the guy. Futures options, I'm not sure what that is at this point. So let's keep it simple, all right? There's a method called the KISS method. Anybody know what that is? The KISS method says, all right, keep it simple, stupid, okay? And sometimes it's better to be a little stupid than it is to be too smart, all right? What we do here mostly is long puts and long calls, okay? Why? Like Scott was talking, why people don't. I've actually written contracts. I did it by accident and I won money, okay? Why? Because the way it happened, and you'd have to realize what we did. You know what? When we short a stock, we sell the stock first, and then we buy it back to close our position. When you want to short a stock here in options, you do a put. You buy a put. But if you sell a put, what you've actually done is you've written an option. And what happens is when a stock's up high, okay, and let's say it's coming down, 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 all right, and you want to make money now, so you sell it, right? But what if you hit the button twice by accident? You hit sell, sell. You have not, now on the second trip, you oversold it, so you actually sold it again, which would be the same as doing, let's say, a short of the stock. You actually wrote an option. And I did that once by mistake, and I go, what happened? How am I still in it? And when I opened up my thing to see what I did, I had to buy it back to get out, and I actually made about $600. It was a total accident. I didn't mean to do it, but it worked in my favor because the stock was still dropping. Now, if I had stayed in my short from the beginning, I would have made the same money because it went down even further. But when it hit what I thought was the support, I got out. But that support got broken and it went further down. So I had resold it again, shares I didn't have, and I wrote that contract at the support, which now became the resistance, which became new resistance, and then we had an old support that came back into play. And I made money. I made the middle. And that's what he was talking about, Scott. Very knowledgeable. And a few people should pick his brain. Sometimes when he's live in the morning, you should hang out there and talk to him about futures, about crypto, about that. He's very knowledgeable. I don't have a problem. I'm not looking here to build my numbers up. It's not going to make me any more or less money. In fact, I don't like coming in too early because the fact is I want to trade. But once we do live trading, and I've got software in here that will actually be on time, then I'll do live for you guys, and it'll be a little different. Then I don't have to come in later. I can trade with you earlier. When you see Kush trading, you're late. That's why he makes more money than you do, because he's in and he's out, and you get in after him and you get out after him, and that's not how this should work. To me, I consider that reckless. I consider it irresponsible. It's like I'm misleading you on what I'm not really doing, okay? Let me just fix this up a little bit real quick. This here is one of my trend lines. I'm going to activate it. I'm going to push this up a little bit, and I'm going to pull this down here, all right? So I'm out of the way. This one on the top is still good. So you can see what's happening here. Our spread is getting slightly wider. We want to see which way this is going to squeeze, whether we're going to squeeze down or up. Right now, we don't know, all right? And we're in a very, very tight. I can bring this up even further, all right? So I can even go to 410 on this. I had it at 75. So right now, I can bring this up to 410, and I can tweak it up a little bit higher. And now you can see, I'd lose my line if I did that. 410. All right, and okay, so now you can see we're a little bit tighter. All right, I like it this way. You can see it really good. All right, and you can see our line here. We're still going up. All right, this could be a little bit closer, but we're gonna hit it right now anyway. We're on a declining only because we had a high of the day, which is higher than we're at now. So we're still declining, but we're in an upcline now from where we hit a low of the day. Remember, I always say follow it down, and once the lower VWAP plot reverses, that's where you get in and hang tight from here to here. I think now what's going to happen, I think we're going to end up coming back down again. So I think if you're in a put, I could be wrong. Don't say active trader said so and I lost money. If you get in a put now and you just sit tight and be patient, try it with one share. See if I'm right. Put it in the put and just leave it alone for an hour and see what happens. If you got a big enough account, you don't have to worry. Watch. I guarantee you're going to make money. Oh, we said guarantee. I shouldn't say guarantee. All right. I'm also watching Tesla right now. Let's see. Tesla is coming back. I was above, so I'm going to edit that up to 184.50. 180, wrong computer. 184.50. It's probably 25. Let's see. Let's go 25. 184.25 is resistance right now. And my support is going to be about 183.75. Let's say 183.50 for right now. All right, let me just see where it lands me on Tesla. Yeah, that's good. And I'm going to bring my resistance up a little bit more. I'm going to go back to the 184.50 as I first said. I think that's more true to value. Yeah, definitely. All right. So for those of you that are watching Tesla, 184.50 and 183, it might even be closer to 65. 183.65 support on Tesla right now. Okay? And I'm doing the same thing while I'm telling you because I try to keep online. I lost it because I was doing that thing with Deck earlier. All right? So patent day trade rules does not apply to futures options. I don't know about that. You keep saying futures options. Are you just talking futures? Like, are you talking trading things like, what's it called? ETH? What is it? EHTH and ETH-U and the minis and all that? I don't know. They call futures options. I just always call them futures. All right? So I'm not 100% sure what you're saying. Options on futures contracts. Okay, great. And that's similar to what I do in crypto. You see, crypto, we do an option, okay? And we do an option and we put it and the trend goes the other way. We can get out and we can reduce our risk. What's dangerous about crypto options, they're set on times. 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, 7 minute, and 10 minute. Depending on the size of your account. If you have a small account, you can only do 10 minutes, but you'd be shocked how many times you can win a 10-minute trade. All right. Now, here's the point. Once you're in that trade, whether it's 1 minute, 3 minute, 5, 7, or 10, you cannot get out. So it's win or lose. And I have seen trades where you watch the clock, and at the last second, you're on a negative tick, and you won. Or you're on a positive tick, and you lost. Because crypto can jump $10 or $50 in a heartbeat. Okay? And then people can manipulate that too. So luckily, I'm winning more than I'm losing. I've only lost one day. I lost 16,000. That was my fault because I didn't do what I was told and I got scared. I missed one trade for 20,000, which would have paid 18,000. It was a winner, and I missed, and I didn't do one trade, which I was said get in at this time, this trade 55,000, and I went 55,000. That's like 1/3 of all my money. If I lose 50,000. I can't do it. I wouldn't do it, and it was a winning trade. All right. So the person who was teaching me said, "You effing idiot! Have I ever lost money for you? Have you ever lost any day we've traded from the first time we've ever traded?" And the answer was no. So for 2 days, she wouldn't talk to me, and we went back and we traded that Sunday, and I made 7,200. And then we traded the other night. I think it was Monday night. I think we traded, and I just made 8,500. So I won back the 16,000 I lost. I won it back in 2 days of trading. I'm winning between 6 and 10% a day on my full account. I started with about $40,000 of my own money, and right now I'm up over $60,000. I have 142,000 or 140,000 in my crypto account, and only 37 of that is my money. Well, that seems like more than 60. It is, because in that money there's a loan from somebody of 50 grand to help boost me up so I could make more money on the actual mining, which Scott was talking about. And some of you who want help on the mining, I will help you only if you use the link I give you. If you don't, then you're on your own. I'm not helping you, not even for one-on-one on the hour, okay? And that's just the way it is. That actual, it's in my alerts. It is my crypto link, okay? Now, I don't bring my money here, but what I do is I bring my money to here from crypto.com. So you can use crypto.com. They're fine. But this is who I use, which is dbex-coin.net. This is a good link. You can click on it. You don't have to worry about it. Okay, it's not going to take you to the wrong place. I won't be able to see. It's not a link. It's just a link they give me to give to you that if you join, I make a few dollars if you put money in. Only till you put money in. And that's it. I don't see what you put in. I don't see how much money, but I will make. And then you bring people in, the same thing will happen for you. Okay? If I find out you didn't, I won't help you. You're on your own. But I do bring my money to crypto.com, which is here. Anybody can go there. CRPTO. I tried Binance, and I liked them, but they screwed with me, and they held my money up because they thought I was money laundering or something. I don't know. So I'm not dealing with them. I use crypto.com to actually bring my money from my bank to crypto in the United States. You can use others. There are others. There's Coinbase, there's a ton of companies out there. Just make sure you feel good with that company. But whatever company you bring it to, then from there, you can bring it to, what do they call it? And spy up. Okay. And when you do any type of stock in here, bag holder, always put capitals and a dollar sign. So if somebody doesn't know, now you can click on mine, but I can't click on yours. Okay. So somebody just walked in the room, they can't click on spy to see what it's doing. On mine now, they can click on it. So always use capitals and a dollar sign. All right. I'm a stickler for that because there's a reason. It saves time. So if a new stock comes out and we want to make money on it, you want me to get there and as soon as possible. I always want to be able to click on that stock and see it. I know you do. All right. So any questions? Anybody have any questions? I didn't put the contracts out yet. I'm not trading at this very moment. We're in a consolidation anyway, which means we're in the middle. Okay. We want to be sure. I'm looking for old contracts. There we go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to the bottom. I'm going to put it in here. Tesla is at 184. So that means the call would be at 185. And that means that the put would be 182.50. Now, if we're looking at, let me do for 1 second so I don't have to take this page. Hold on. Where's my products? Come on. All products. Okay, I'm looking right out. It's expensive. We can go 44 or 34. Let's say 41.15 and 41.20. Okay, 41.15, 41.15, and 41.20. All right, there's my 20, and 41.15 is correct. And now I'm looking at the SPY itself. So I want to go back to my chart, and it says 410. So it's 410 on the put, 411. So 410 and 411 will be my call at 411, and my put will be 4. Is that right? 410. That's correct. 410. And here are the contracts. And you did bag holder. You did it wrong again. It's dollar sign and then spell SPY. No spaces. No space. This is me. Hold on. This is me. This is you. Dollar sign space SPY. Which one looks right? You see? That's what you just did. Dollar sign. Look at the first one. Look at the second one. All right? Always put the dollar sign and then the, what do you call it? So, just to give it to you in writing so you see it and you don't have any questions about it. I was hoping I wouldn't have to do this because every time I do this, I got to take time from something else. And there you go. All right, why is this thing? I'm going to put some more light on here. Let's see if I can get this thing on. There we go. That's a little better. Okay, you said you got it last time. This is your last time. Otherwise, we got to get out the spanking. You know, that's what my girlfriend says. You need a spanking, and I always say, harder. Any of you seen my girlfriend? I got a girl that's helping me. I got to tell you, folks, and for some of you guys out there, If you think it's over, you got too old, it's just not happening, let me tell you something. Whew. Let me see which one it is. That's not that one. Oh, I remember now. Oh, no, I don't. Let me see. It's not in crypto. Desktop. I know where it is. P2O. I got to keep it hidden. Samsung photos. There we go. This is a real quick view. This is my new girlfriend. There you go. Right there. She always sticking her tongue at me. That's it. That's all you get. I'm not having you guys drooling over my new girlfriend. She's real too. He is real. And if everything goes right, we're going to meet in June. So anyway, anybody have any questions? Any questions? Come on, file them at me. Did you all enjoy that conference with Scott and Kush and Iggy and myself and AK-47? It was pretty good, wasn't it? There's a lot of good things happening. What was I going to put up on the board? I was going to put something up and I forgot. I forgot. I'm doing too many things. But let's all keep an eye. Look at that Bitcoin, huh? Look at that Bitcoin. What's it doing right now? Anybody who's interested, you can go to places like this to watch crypto. I'm going to give you a site that I enjoy. What happened? Didn't go in? There it goes. Okay. That's for just comparing crypto. I don't even know. You could probably use this place to bring money in to go to DBEX. Oh, I went in twice. I didn't see that. I'll take it out once. I can do that. I made a mistake. I'll delete one. All right. So Crypto Compare is a great place, and you can see right now we're up over 30,000. I think it was up to 30,200 earlier. So you can see crypto. Ethereum is almost on $2,000. Tether USDT. So a lot of times when you transfer money, it comes in Tether because it's 1-to-1. So you're using USDT, and then you have to convert your money from USDT to USD when you get it over to another place. And sometimes you lose $10 here or $20 here, maybe even $100, depending on how much money you transfer. But the money you'll make is so much well worth it. And for those of you who don't understand mining, that's fine. When you're ready to do some mining, you want to bring some real money in there before you do it on your own. I will help you to learn what to do. But if you have any real money, then you should really maximize it to the best of your ability. And just to give you an idea, all right, I'm going to put in a stocking, which is a mining right now. And if you open this up, it talks about if you put minimum of 100, you can put maximum 10,000. In 2 days, you come back with 12 grand. So for some of you to make a quick $2,000 is nothing, but for others to be able to make a quick 2,000, 100% without any risk, this is the way to do it. The next one says a minimum of 10,000. You can put up to 50. I only put 13 on that one, and I made a mistake. I should have put the 50. So that one there at 10, you can make 108%. So for every 10,000 you put in, you'll make $900 in 3 days. So if you put 50,000, you can make 4,500 or more. You can make a lot of money. All right. The next one is 50,000. I put like 65 in, and you see you make $8,000. Every month is different. I don't remember what I made. I think I made 8,600. All right. It goes up. But the next one was 100,000. You make 22,000 in 8 days on 100 grand. I put in 115. I ended up with 135. I'm not sure what it was. Maybe it was a little less. I don't know if I made that much. But the next one used to be 381,000. You make 81,000. Now it's 96,000 because this is based on loans that they deal with to investments of others. Okay, and that money's all accounted for, and actually they make money. It's not a permit scam. So when you're ready and you get your money into crypto, I would advise you, if you have 50,000, that you put in $52,000 to start, and then we'll start with the first one, the second one, and do the third one and stop. I went to the 100. Our next one I'm doing is 300,000. I should be doing that probably in the next 30 days. Hi, baby girl. I didn't see you come in. That's my cat, for those of you who don't know. My baby girl is. She's beautiful. Yes, she is. I love you. I you love you, baby girl. Okay, anyway. So that's crypto mining. Easy to do. So what I suggest, before you people ever get to crypto options, which I'm not teaching you yet, I will show you eventually how to do them, and then you'll have to learn. If you're not good at reading charts, forget about it. You're never going to do it. You'll just be guessing and gambling, okay? But there is a way to even guess on gamble. If you think of which way the trend is going, and you always bet the trend one direction, you may win, you may win, or you may win, you may lose, you may lose, you may win. There's a same type of a way that you can gamble on doing blackjack that you can win in crypto. So, but you have to know, like the first one you put in 500. Then let's say you lost that. The second one you put in twice that amount. You put in 1,000 or 1,200. Okay, and you win that one, then you're actually ahead 500. And then the third one you triple up. And if you keep doing that system, eventually you'll always win in the end. But you have to have enough of a base in money to support you. You can win in blackjack every single time. There's a way to walk in and win $300 a day in blackjack and walk away $120,000 winner per year if you did every day and walked away 300. Some days you'll walk away with more, okay? But you never walk away with less. And there's a way, and there's a system. I think it's called Martingale, or there is a system for blackjack. You will never lose, but you must have enough money behind you. I think for that kind of an account, you'll need about 10,000. But for doing this, you need a lot more, okay? So if you're doing bets and you have 50,000 in a trading account, okay, then you're not going to be doing $50,000 trades. You'll be trading 500, 1,200, 1,500, 2,000. That's why when this girl put me at a $50,000 bet and I've got $142,000 in my account, I got very nervous because it's win or lose. There's no reduce your risk in this deal. All right, so you really want to know what you're doing. But she never loses. This girl never loses. She makes over $100,000 every hour she trades. And the last time I was with her, she made $360,000. In the same time, I would have made about $36,000. Whatever I make, she makes 10 times that. She goes 10 times. I bet $55,000. She bets $550,000. Okay, so I'm just letting you know it's risky. You can lose money like in anything else, whether it's day trading, whether it's option trading, whether it's futures trading. Do not risk more than you can afford to lose. All too often, I hear people blew out their account. Why? Because they risked more than they could lose. All right. When you put yourself in that position, then you're two things. You don't know what you're doing, number one, and you're trying to follow others to do it. And then the blame never goes on yourself because you're the one who pulled the trigger. Okay, so if I tell you what I'm doing and you do what I do and I lose and you lose, it's not my fault, it's your fault. Always get it into your mind that you must take full responsibility for the trades that you make, the trades that you take. It's not Deck's fault, it's not my fault, but you need to know all the rules up front. Like in Deck's room, okay, when he's talking, he's not telling everybody, hey, did you all put on Webinito this morning so we're all on the same page at the same second? He doesn't do that, okay? You need to know all the rules. When I go into Finance US and I started doing certain things, I didn't know all the rules. They got pissed at me. They didn't want to hear all my questions either. They say, ask questions. Here's customer service. You know what the guy told me? Stop mincing with words. We're not going to go through this another time, right? What he was saying is, if I get this shit again from you, I'm going to cancel your account. They canceled my account anyway, all right? That was Binance. But that wasn't Binance that said that to me. That was actually DBEX because I had some questions. I didn't know why. I tried to take a withdrawal. And I didn't know about blockchain. You got to know a lot of things. Blockchain was going through maintenance. So when I went and it didn't work, I did a second one. When the first one didn't work. So maybe I did something wrong. I don't know. The guy said, it's not our problem that you don't know. You need to know. So I looked up blockchain and then I found out everything I needed to know about blockchain and how it works. All right, I wrote the guy back and I apologized. And I never took that money out. I still left it there. Okay? I was trying to take out another $6,000. I was trying to bring my money out slowly. So eventually I'd be working with all the money I made. And if I lost it all one day, I could say I never lost my money. You understand? So I'm trying to be a smart trader. You need to be a smart trader. How do you become a smart trader? By learning the rules, by learning from people who did this before you and did it right. Picking their brains. Pick my brains. You guys don't ask enough questions. That's the problem. 80 people in here, and I haven't had a question pop on the board in how long? The last question that popped on this board wasn't bad caller. Let's see, bad caller. That was just statements. The last question on this board came from somebody. Jesus, I gotta go back. Keep it stupid. Look, here we go. Who are you? What about futures options? Go Eagle 1217. So it's been almost 30 minutes and 47. So almost 25 minutes, and not one person has asked a question. So you're not going to learn. If you've got questions in your head, you may think they're stupid questions, and maybe they are. But if you don't ask them, you'll never know the answer, and you'll never know if it was a stupid question. Now, I'm not going to come out and say, hey, that was a real stupid question. I'm going to try to answer your question the best that I can. Sometimes I can answer your question because there are things that I don't know. So I'm going to do one or two things. I'm going to think out of the box and find your answer, which I do all the time. Or I'm going to have somebody else in here who knows more than me answer your question. How long do you think one should paper trade? Okay, I have had a really bad last 3 months. I'm thinking of going back to paper trade to get profitable. That's your answer. You go back and you paper trade till you get profitable for X amount of time that you feel comfortable enough. And then when you come in, stop trying to reach out and grab the big ones, okay? Start off small so in case your trend is wrong. Come to rooms like mine where I teach you why you don't jump in and why you do jump in, okay? That's the point. What is the right trade? What is the right option to pick, okay? And when do I oh, that thing's moving. Okay, when do I activate it? Let's see if I can get this one back to here. All right, everything's moved, so I'll go to the top, and then I'm going to go to this one, and I'm going to activate this one. Keep up with the charts, okay? Here we go. Now you can see what's happening. What are we doing now? Remember I told you eventually we're going to come down? So it came down, all right, built a lower low, came back up again. It reached that resistance again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's make it a little bit larger so you can see it. Okay, it reached that little bit larger again. Let's push that up and bring this down. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times it tried and hit resistance. And what's happening? There's too much resistance. It's coming down. And it came above VWAP several times, but it's coming below, and now you see what's happening. I told you eventually it's going to pull down. If you got a put, I told you to get a put around here before. If you do and you hold it, probably in the end you'll be over here and you're going to make some money. And that comes with patience, because sometimes it goes back up and you're off. And then you have a plan that says, my plan says I'm past my point of what I want to lose. I got to get out, and probably you should. But look at our resistance. Where is my upper VWAP? That's another thing. And you'll see right now, hold on, let me see if I can pull this down. There it is. So you see how far we are from the upper? We're closer to the lower, and here's our lower. We're actually right in the middle. We're right in the middle. So if I take this now, there we go. We're about right in the middle between here and here. We're closer to the lower than we are to the higher. And I think eventually we're going to pull back down. Now the question is, I got to make this a little smaller. Otherwise, I got to put it into a different time. The question is, how far? You see this 408.23? That news that we got this morning that brought us up temporarily, what happened after the news at 8:30? It went up and it came back down again, okay? So you can see, since we've had that higher day, where is that higher day? Higher day was 413.75. It was in pre-market, around 8:40, okay? That was 8:30 it came out, all right? And now we're talking about when that was the CPI. So we came in here and it's been coming down, down, down ever since. We hit a low, but after we hit that low of 408.33, I think it was 23, we came back up. We're at 410. It went up $2, and it came back up to, what do you call it? It came back up to our upper VWAP, which is here. That's our VWAP. It never hit the upper VWAP. We hit the upper VWAP. It came down to the lower VWAP, headed back, and it only made it as far as the VWAP. So eventually, what's going to happen? Either something great's going to make it do that, which I totally doubt, or we're coming back down eventually to as far as 408.50. Just like I called it yesterday, 409.50, we did hit 409.58 yesterday after hours, like I said it would. It got very, very close within pennies, and then it came back up. And then this morning it went up again. So what's going to bring it up? News. What news are we looking for on a Tuesday afternoon? I don't think so. The only news I can see that's going to come at this hour is bad news. What's bad news? Well, Tesla had a recall on something in one of their cars, and 200,000 cars get recalled. That's bad news. Brings Tesla down. It brings us down. let's take a quick look real fast, okay? And then I'll go back and check the contracts again. Let me go take a quick look at FinViz for a second, and let's bring it over, all right? So if we look at FinViz right now, how is the markets look? We're up 104, 79, and 860, all right, on the S&P. It's not a great deal. What's leading the market? And look funny, look what's losing today. Tesla, Amazon, NVDA. Those are your top stocks that usually run the markets, all right? One of those three, always, like Tesla, Amazon, Microsoft, Apple. Yesterday, this was all red and these were green. You know, they switch back and forth. You can see what financials, industrials, what's doing good. Energy, because the prices keep going up. They're going to keep going up. Are we in recession? I think so. They base recession on how the unemployment looks. And there's your top stocks today, by the way. NCMI, TES. NCMI went really good today. You can see it's a penny stock and it went up. It had a big change, so it more than doubled in price. TESS, all right, TESS, GFAI, stock I've traded before, CYTO, I've traded before. These are your top gainers, TRTN. Anybody looking at stocks, those are your gainers. Let's just put this aside for right now. Okay, here I was wrong. It came down like I said it would, but here, again, it hit my trend, and now it's going back up. Let's see if we can get over resistance. Resistance is a 410.75. All right, so we're going to bring this up a little bit. All right, I'm going to activate this up. And look, that's the first time we've gotten up. Let's go. And let's say now, all right, let me get rid of this. Let's say our resistance now is 85. Let's see, edit and resistance. And we went up from 75. Let's say maybe 80. Let's say 85 for right now. So it is trying for 411, but we got a high doji. We're still at that 410.75. It was a doji, so it did not make it, okay? In fact, I'm going to put it back. I thought it was different, but it wasn't. It held for a second. It was more of a higher doji. Like somebody saying right now, how many shares? 85,000. How many shares will it take me to push this thing is what he's saying. So the next time he may go even higher, and he might hit that 410, 85, 90. And remember, I always tell you, don't wait for 95. Get out at 90. Take your money when you got it. Because what if it goes to 93, 94, and then it drops back to 60? You go, oh, shit. I could have, woulda, shoulda. Don't be in the coulda, woulda, shoulda. Okay, why are you thinking in my room? Larger the time frame, stronger the support. Larger the time frame, stronger the support. Daily is always best. Okay. Oh, I see why you're thanking him. He gave you some information. Question, the bottom trend line, which was drafted on what time frame? 1 minute. 1 minute, but it doesn't matter if it's 1 minute or 5 minute, all right, because you're talking about mine. They'll still come to the same place. The low of the day should be right below here. So that was drafted on the 1 minute probably, but it will work on all of them. So my trend lines here will work on all. What Deck does is he does a trend line from the beginning of the day, and he leaves it, and everything goes above or below that trend line. He doesn't move his, okay? I do move mine, all right? Mine is more of, you got resistance, support, and my trend lines are from a time. So I take this, I can remove, cancel my left. You'll see it was from right there at the low of the day. And then here, where it's at right now, I can bring it down a little tiny tints bigger if I wanted to. I see it went below it, but it's close enough, really. So if I want to activate that, I can move it down just slightly there. There we go. So there you go. All right. And that'll give me my spread. You see the spread? I wish I could draw like semicircles in here. It would draw my spread. Some people know how to do it. I just haven't gotten there yet. And if we look at that spread, okay, you have to say to yourself, if this is my resistance, which is maybe a little lower, we may be down to about 65, but I'm going to leave the 75. And then here, my support says 410. I think we have a little higher support. I'm going to activate this up so I can see the two. We got two bottoms. You see that two bottoms right there? So I'm going to say right now that my bottoms are at about 25. It might be a little higher. We don't need to be exact. So now between 25 and 75, we got 50 cents. So we are closer now towards the top than we are the bottom. So I think right now, if we're between the 13 and resistance, it's going to try to go back up. If we're between, let's say, the 13 and the support, we're going to go down. Right now, we are just about not bullish and not bearish. We're right on the VWAP, okay? It can go either way. It can go either way depending on whoever is manipulating this stock. Did you hear me mention it in Deck's room? Nobody talks about stock market manipulation. Scott did bring something up. He gave it a different term. I should have written it down. But there is a lot of stock market manipulation, especially with the SPY. Okay? And that's okay. But try to think like a billionaire. Try to think like they think. How am I going to make... They're saying to themselves, if I've got $10 million, how can I just make a quick 100,000? You're looking at it as, I've got $10,000 in my account. How am I going to make 1,000? Okay? They're looking for hundreds of thousands. All right? You're looking for pennies and they're looking for points. You will learn eventually to look for points over pennies. You got it? Does it make sense? Is there any questions? And let's trade. And Deck does not see what you write in here. Okay? I don't even know if he's really in here. Yeah, he says he's in here. He might be in here. He listens. You know, Deck can learn from me. I can learn from Deck. We all learn from each other. And he was my first teacher, my first mentor. You know? SPY is uptrend. Why do you think it's going down? Why? You give me one good reason why it's going up, and I'll give you 10 reasons why it's going down. But you give me one first. You give me that first good reason why it's going up. Okay? For crypto staking, don't you have to keep the money in for a certain amount of time before you can get it out? No. I've had no problems getting it out. They didn't tell me, I didn't see any rules that says after I do it. But would you take it out? Leave it in there for a while. Let it build. The idea is if you have $50,000, $60,000 and it's not making you money now, I can show you how to make a quick $15,000 in 2 weeks. First 2 weeks, if you've got 50 grand. All right? If you've got less, you're going to make less, but I'll make you money either way. But you won't get to the next level. You will get to the $1,000, the $100 that you can do up to 10 grand. So if you got at least 10,000, if you don't have at least $10,000, don't bother doing staking right now. Try to build your money doing options. Seriously, telling you the truth. And as far as keeping the money, I don't know. They haven't stopped me from withdrawing ever. Okay? They might close you out in the future, so keep your money there. What's the difference? It's safer there than in the bank right now. Right now, there's a scare more on the banks. If the banks collapse, what currency is going to be good when the banks collapse? Hello, crypto. Just because there were companies that went out of business like Viking in the past, and I think Viking was on the stock exchange, which means nothing because look at all the Chinese companies on the stock exchange that are probably working out of the back of somebody's shed and don't even make a product that you don't even know about. Why, you think China regulates who's going to screw Americans? I don't think so. They're trying to kill us and screw us financially any way they can. And I'm sorry if you're Asian in here, of any Asian descent, and you're hearing that. It's the truth. And I'm not prejudiced against Asians. I got an Asian girlfriend. I love this girl. I'm madly in love with her. KuCoin. Do you play options on crypto? It's exactly what I'm doing. Okay? But I use BTC. I'm using Bitcoin because it's got a market I understand, and I can really pretty much watch Bitcoin or Ethereum, and they move the best. I don't know what KuCoin is. It's just another coin to me. But I'll look it up for a second. KuKoin. Oh, KuCoin Exchange, crypto exchange. I don't use them. Crypto market provides information the fastest. Bitcoin exchange. That's an exchange. So that's like, I don't know that one. It's a new one to me. But if that's like crypto.com, wonderful worldwide and KuCoin. Listen, they may be great. I'll check into them. KuCoin is like crypto.com. The difference is some of them have higher fees than others. You want to find one that works, that you can trust, that has the lowest fees. Okay, so I will look into that. A lot of games. There we go. 2,900. Yeah, that's good. I'm going to hold on to this. I'm going to check that out. KuCoin. Definitely something to piques my interest. I saved it. I bookmarked it. Thank you. I think it's very similar to, like I said, like crypto.com. But you would buy crypto there. You can. I don't buy crypto through crypto.com. I only use them as an exchange for money exchange. All right? Because anything I bring back to crypto.com, the United States of America knows about. Anything I put in DBX, the United States has no clue what's there. They don't report to them. So as long as I keep my money in one place, U.S. brother doesn't know, okay? There's no regulation. They don't have my social security number. The minute I bring it back to crypto.com, then they are connected to my bank. So I go from dbex-coin.net to crypto.com to my bank. You cannot go from DBEX straight to your bank unless you can if you're in Europe and you have certain banks abroad, but not the banks in the U.S. All right? Does that answer any questions? You've had some good shorts and long plays. Great. So you're doing it, and it's interface. Yes. Well, that's important. I found Binance.us to be easy interface for me, but they got sticky with me and they held my money for 3 weeks. I put $50,000 in. They say I can't use it for 7 days. I took $50,000 on 8:30 in the morning. I wired it to crypto.com. By 11:20 that same morning, that money was not only in crypto, I moved it over to DBEX and I was using it for a trade. All right, so that's what I want, easy movement of my money. And KuCoin is used out of 1 out of 4 people. It's very trusted. So it's good. I'm saying use it. If it's using for transfer of money, that's fine. But I like DBEX for the option trades, okay? And anybody who goes to DBEX through the link I gave you, let me know you have. When you're ready and your money is there, I'll help you. Why? Because I get a little bonus on what you deposit. Just like you'll bring somebody else in and they'll do the same for you. And that bonuses can be significant. That girl lent me $49,900. I got a $6,888 bonus on the money she put in. I took that money out immediately. The minute she gave me that money, I took the $6,800 out. Why? Because it brought down the amount of money I had in lower. So if anything ever happens, God forbid, if you already said it's a million times, what's the plan for today? Just join. The plan today, Good Trade 88, is to learn more and more about whatever you need to know. So if you have a question about anything specific, right now we're watching. Okay, so if you're doing anything, you should be probably in a call. All right. The market is slightly moving up here. Okay, so you can see my resistance. Let's see. So my resistance just moved up to 410.93. So my resistance is at 411. All right, so if I want now, I can change this, edit this, and I can make this 411. So I thought it was going to come down. I was wrong this time. All right, but that's why I wasn't trading. I didn't say to get in any trades. They pushed it to almost to 411. Remember I told you, it didn't even get that high. It got to, let's see, the highest it got was, let's go into, hold on. Here we go. 84, 85. Here we go. Where's it going? It's moving too fast for me. There we go. 88, 94, 94, 94, 95. It hit 95. Remember I told you before, it gets between 490 and 495. Take your money out. All right, because what usually happens is there's a big drop. Or it might try once or twice and it doesn't hit its pan. So I don't play breakouts, okay? And I'm not telling you to play a breakout. Right now we are trying to squeeze up. Whether or not they accomplish that is to be seen. All right, so right now we're looking like this, and our squeeze is getting larger and larger. You see what's happening here? Squeeze is getting larger and larger, but we are trying to build higher lows at the moment. So the trend is still up. Coinbase is good, can't trade specific altcoins that you can on KuCoin. The same thing on Engineer. Coinbase has too many fees. That's the problem with it. I would use DBEX. Their fees are very low. I like them. I'm happy with them. That's all I'm going to tell you. And I'm really going to ask you folks, if you've never traded crypto, don't tell me about how good you think some company is, okay? If you've never traded on them before, because the truth is, everybody's got an opinion, and until you use them, or you know someone very close to you who's using it, DBEX. Good. DBEX. Did you do it through my link, Engineer? Was it through the link I gave you? Remember, I gave everybody here a link that if they use it, I'll help them. If not, I'm not helping you. I'm sorry. I'll answer any questions you want in here that I feel comfortable with, but I'm not helping you one-on-one if it didn't come through me. Very good. Well, you know I always help you anyway. That link for DBEX is right here, folks. So if you want to open up an account, you can open it up. You don't have to put money in to start. Open the account, and when you feel comfortable, I will one day. I'm going to come in here one day when maybe the market's a little slow. Maybe on a day I'm usually closed, like Monday or Friday. And what I'll do, maybe on a Friday, not this Friday, because not next Friday. I mean, I have doctor's appointments, 2 of them. But I'll come in and I'll show you all my accounts, and I'll bring some stuff in. You know, like right now, I could show you all, my last trades. Okay. Let's see if I can open this a little bigger. I can see what I'm putting up here. Oh, that is extra large. That's extra large. Let me see something real quick. It's coming in here. No, this is the stacking. I don't want that. Hold on, one second. Where did I do with it? What did I do with it? Let's see. Maybe this one right here. I forwarded to my e-friends. Okay, right here. These are my last trades. So if you look at this right now, you can see the other night. Oh no, this is not the other night. This was the Friday before. I made $1,800. I won 4 in a row. 1,800. I did 4 trades. I won 4 trades, and I made $7,200. That was last Sunday. You can see the date was 3/27. 3/27. Oh, that was a Monday. Wow, that was a Monday. So that was a Monday, and then I traded again. Hold on, I have a better chart than this one. Where is it? Let me just see if it's on my board. I'm not seeing it. 1795. Let me just see this one real quick. Hold on. I'm trying to find the last one. No, that's not it. That's stacking again. I don't want that. It must be right on the board. I might have it on my desktop. I didn't put it away yet. Let me just check. Crypto, bank to crypto. Let's go by date. Date 4/5. Here we go. UPS. I don't see it. Let me go see if I can find it. I'm not seeing it. Might be my other computer. I think, you know what? I think it's in my other computer. All right, give me a second. Desktop. Crypto. What the heck is this? Let me see this one. Yeah. Okay. 18. All right. This one here. These are my last 2 trades. Let's get rid of the other one. All right. Let me get rid of this. And you cannot falsify this. All right, if you open this one up, you'll see the other night I did 4 trades, 67.50, 2,500, 67.50, 2,500. So the first trade I lost. I think I bet 3,000, or I bet 2,500. Right, I bet 2,500 and I lost. So the second trade, you see what she did? 2,500. That was she said went up to. I won 67.50. That means I bet 7,500. So 7,500 times 0.9 is 67.50. So the next one, she tripled it. I lost the first one. She tripled it. So the next one, I did 67.50, and I won. All right. So now I'm up what? I'm up $5,250. Correct? 5,000. Whatever it is, I'm up 4,250, something like that. Then the third one, we went back to the 2,500, and I lost again. All right. So then we tripled it again, and I won. So I won 2 trades, and I lost 2 trades. So I lost 5,000, but the 2 I won, I made 13,500. I made 8,500, and I turned around to her and I said, "Let's just quit tonight. I think that the actual market is too bouncy, and that means at the last minute you think you're going to win, and boom." I lost one of those trades by a couple of seconds. 1-2 seconds. Boom. It was winning, and I lost. That's bouncy. That means it's moving up and down. So I said, let's just quit. I'm up 6.5% on my account for the day. I went from 132,100 to 140,000 and change. So I won 6.5% on my account. Now, I'm happy with that. Okay, she's not. She wants me to make more. She says she can make me if I would just let go a little and do what she tells me. She'll make me 13% a day, between 10 and 15%, and she does. The girl is really good. And if you look at the one before, I won 4 in a row that day. I won 1,800, 4 in a row. I missed one. There was one more. I missed it. Every time you do a trade, you have to change the minutes. It'll go back. It automatically defaults to 1 minute. you have to reset it to 7 minutes. So when one of the trades came, I went to do it and it rejected me. I go, what's going on? So I did it again and it rejected me. Then I realized I was on 1 minute. I forgot to change that one. So 1 out of 5 I missed. I would have made $9,000 that day. I was making $1,800. I made 72. I would have made $9,000. That would have been real nice, but I made 8,200. So I went 4 for 4. Where did I meet her? Oh, where did I meet her? She's a catfish. You know what a catfish is? That's one of those Asian girls that try to reel you in. She was actually on I have a very good friends who one is a lawyer and the other is a bondsman. They work together. And I know them both very well. And for whatever reason, I'm not telling you. But the fact is, she was on my bondsman and she was gorgeous. So I actually read something she wrote in one of hers. So I actually tagged her and go, do I know you? How do you know my bondsman? You know, and we started to talk. That was back in December 22nd. And we started talking back and forth. And we realized that we both had a lot in common, okay? Including some of our personal lives, which was unbelievable how we would connect it. We spoke every single day. And then I realized I started to learn what she does for a living. And then I found out she lives in Florida, but on the West Coast. I'm on the East Coast. And I have not met her yet. But I would not have trusted her, and everybody tried to tell me this is a catfish. She's going to take your money. One day she's going to wipe out your account. Catfish don't lend you money. She was trying to help me. She started to like me. She liked me so much, she took herself off of Facebook. She took herself off of Instagram. She says, I'm not interested. All I have is single men trying to date me. She goes, but you caught my heart. There's something about you that intrigued me, and I can't get you out of my head. And you know how I am. I'm different than most people. I do suffer from terminal uniqueness, but I'm a lot older than her. I'm 68 and she's 42. But the more we talked, the more we connected. We even spoke on the phone. I got her number. She said, I never give my number out. She gave it to me. She sent me pictures right on the spot. I said, don't tell me these glamour pictures of you. That could be anybody. I want to see a picture of you right now in your robe. You just stepped out of the shower. So she stuck out. She sent me the picture, sticking her tongue at me. All right, she sent me other pictures too. She sends me the real deal. She sent me pictures of her of a child. Okay, we kind of fell in love. All right, we really did. We're meeting up in June, and she wants me to leave my situation. I go, what do I do with my condo? She goes, I don't care. Put it up for rent. She's worth over $5 million. I've seen half of her accounts. I haven't seen it all, but she's worth millions. I don't care about that. I really don't. I told her, if this is all about money and just making me a lot of money and putting me back, I don't care about that. If you're not the real deal, then please just leave now. Do not stay here in my life and turn it upside down, because I feel the same way she does. You know. So I'm going for it. I am absolutely going to go for it. All right. My wife is not happy about it, but I haven't been happy for 6 years, and I don't know how many years I've got left. Whatever it may be, I'm going to go for it. And you know what? I am a Christian. And maybe this is not the Christian thing to do, but the fact is, I know God will forgive me. He wants what's right for me. He wants me to be happy. And for over 6 years, I haven't been happy. And this person makes me happy. Just talking to her. She's brilliant. Her mind, we're just so connected. We're two super intelligent people. And it's just great. I love it. And she's the real deal. And everybody who knows me knows, they all said, be careful, active trader. Be careful, Michael. She's coming to get you, you know. She even somebody sent me the other day, they got my phone number. They go, oh, they said it was two Chinese girls. And they addressed it to my wife, but they sent it to me. Linda, remember us? You know? So actually I told my wife, I said, you know what, look at this, how people are. They're so hurtful. They're going to send you something to hurt me because of this girl. She goes, boy, oh boy, they're not going to hurt me. It is what it is. You know what, if you're going to be happy somewhere else, then do it. Just let me know. I said, I'll let you know when I'm time to let you know. My wife is like the best friend I have, but she's like my roommate. I don't want a roommate. I want a lover for life, you know? 18 years we've been together. I want what's best for her. I want what's best for me, and I don't think what's best is us together. Stop, not good, you're married. I heard you, Lady Gray, and I told you, I'm a Christian counselor, okay? And I don't want to get deep into this, but my marriage is dead. My marriage is dead. I can't fix my marriage. I'm a marriage counselor. I help others fix their marriages. It can't be fixed. But anyway, I hear you. I don't want to hear any more about it. Please, I'm just going to delete those messages. I'm sorry I got too intense about it. But the thing is, I'm going to go where my heart sends me. Again, I'm ringing a bell. Everybody, I'm taking these messages off the board. Okay? I just want to I'm gonna follow my heart. Okay. You know, there's a song by Cat Stevens goes, "I let my music take me where my heart wants to go. Where I end up, only God really knows." So you know what? God can fix it. I know, Lady Great. I can counsel you. I'm telling you. I went to Calvary Chapel for 3 years, 3 days a week, and I got a diploma in Christian counseling. I've counseled thousands of people. I know. Believe me, I got all the answers. All right? I know. Don't leave us. Keep teaching us. Oh, by the way, I am going to keep. I told Deck. That's so funny you should say that. I'm going to read something because Deck knows everything that's going on with me. And I wrote something to Deck. That is so funny that you said that. And Latifah, I know you've been sending me a bunch of messages. I didn't even see them. Somebody else is sending messages. Oh, well. Okay. Anyway, I spoke to Deck. And I said to Deck, so you'll be happy about that. I go, Deck said to me, marry her up. You're over for a lifetime. Sorry about that. I changed my mind. Now you can see the correction going up. My man, thank you, Pops. Goes, you're a legend. He goes, especially, he goes to me. I go, Deck, I guess I erased it. I erased some things I didn't want anybody to see in here. But I did write, I wrote that she said that I can continue to do my live streaming. She likes what I do. And he said to me, oh, that's great. You're not going anywhere, Pops. He goes, you're the man. You're a legend. I go, especially after the raise you're going to give me. Ha ha. That's what I said to Deck. Everybody tell Deck I need a raise. All right? Anyway, I love it here, man. I love helping people. I don't get paid for this. I don't. Not this part. I do not get paid. I get paid in a different way. I really believe with God, with me, my life, sometimes what you give away comes back to you twice fold. You know, maybe why this person came into my life. And this person, if she hadn't lent me 50,000 real dollars, she gave me from her account to my crypto account, which is non-refundable. I can say, what are you talking about? You gave it to me as a gift. I don't owe you anything. That was just verbal between us. I don't have to. I wouldn't do that. She knows that. She says to me, you would never hurt me. I know you. She says to me, I know you. You would never hurt me. And she's right. But I'm going to read you one other thing. One thing, if I can find it here. She wrote something to me that I will never forget. Okay? I'm just going to read it to you guys so you understand something. This was about, I don't know, a week ago. She goes, you know what? Your presence has affected my life. Everything I do, I fantasize about what would happen if we did it together. You stuck in my heart. It's impossible to extricate myself. Do you understand? Do you understand this feeling? You don't understand. That's what she said to me. I told her, you're wrong. I do understand. It's unbelievable fate, okay? And I'm going to go for it. Everything I see so far tells me this is what I want. And if I'm wrong, then I guess I'll pay the piper in the end. So... And I know that with God, all things are possible. And I'm not going to go into her belief in God system at this point because I don't think she has one. But when I'm done with her, she will. Because I have a testimony that'll rock your socks and take you and flip you around 3 times and change your clothes at the same time. So I believe in God. I cannot be shaken. My belief, my system. You know what? And I talk to a lot of you people in here, some of you. Especially some of the leaders who say they believe in Jesus or they believe in God, and I never hear them talk about it. You know what? If you believe in something, somewhere, somehow, you're going to slip it out and you're going to make a stance, because those who won't take a stance for something will fall for anything. All right, let's get back. Or 50% on a spy call. Good for you. 96, nice. You made 30 cents. Beautiful. So if you did SPX, by the way, you would have made about $1.50 to $2. But very, very good. If you're new here, like Stu Mac, I don't stock Mac, I'm not sure if I know you, stick with the SPY, all right? Because the SPY, if your trend changes, you get caught off guard. If it drops $1 out of hand, you won't get hurt as much. If you're doing SPX, you can get hurt. And I don't always do... I am in Pompano Beach, Fort Lauderdale. I look across the street, it's Fort Lauderdale. I live in Pompano Beach. So... I'm right here in Broward County. I love it. I've been in Florida 50 years. Longer than some of you have been on this earth. A ring of the bell. That's my buddy. Ring of the bell. We need to talk sometime. Ding, ding, ding. I should bring my bell in. I do ring of the bell, you know. I should bring my bell here and ring it every time I do a good deal. I could pin it right under here. It's a maritime bell. It's really cool. I should keep one. I have a bunch of them. You grew up in Broward. Good for you. What part of Broward? I bet you were right near me. You weren't in Hammondsville, were you? Or are you in Hollywood? Down in where did you grow up in Broward County? I've been in Broward County since I'm 35. I own 2 pawn shops in Broward County. A to Z Guns and Pawn, AAA Guns and Pawn in Palmdania. Nice. I used to live in North Miami Beach, right on the water. Right in Winston Towers on 174th Street when I first moved to Florida at 17. At 17! Oh, my cat left. All right. So here we are. I haven't been traded today at all. You know, yesterday, folks, I gave you like 3 or 4 good alerts. They all came in. And I jumped in one. I made $225 yesterday at the last minute. Just to say I won one. You know, I wasn't going to trade. I haven't been trading as much since I'm doing so well with the crypto. Doesn't mean I can't make good money here. I do. And I will. And I love options. I don't do stocks anymore. All right, let's take a look at the chart. I got to make some changes here. We can see that right now. All right, this is our trend line, which has gone up a little bit. Let's bring it up so you can see we're starting to make higher highs. And also now we've got a 411.25 is probably now my what do you call it? Right where we're at right now. And we've gone as high as what? 45? Let me see. Yeah, 45. 411.45. That was, I'm going to still say, I think we're maybe right now at 35. Let's see. As far as our resistance. All right. It's a little bit higher right there. I like that. 35. So we're going to bring this up now because I was lapsing while I was talking to you. See, and that's what I said. If you went to the bathroom and you came back, at least if you had the line somewhere, you'd know exactly where you are. And I'm going to say now 411, but I'm going to pull back a little and say 410.90. Because usually when we pull back a little bit. But really, it's right about there. You can see right there how many times we hit resistance at 410.98. And 495 is really solid. So I like that even better than the 490. I'm going to leave it. It's probably 411. You know, where we're sitting right now, I'm going to say the 411. It's just such a tight, because we're at 435. There's only 35 cents in here. Unless we want to say that it's 45 here, we can tweak this out and put it to where almost where our high was at 411.45. That gives us a little more direction there. And then here, I want to see where the squeeze is coming in. That's why I use these trends. Activate this. All right, bring that up, and let's see, right on the bottom there. Do I see a black arrow in there? Is that a black arrow right here? You see this? There's something over here. You all see that? I think that's a black arrow. I can't see which way it's going, up or down. Let me see if I stretch this, if I can see it. You cannot see it. It's because of my background color, but there is something black in there. It must be an arrow. Let me see if I change my background color. Let's go to appearance, and let's go to background, and let's make it gray for a second. I'll put it back. All right, and say okay. There it is. Look at that. I told you there was a black arrow in there. Did you see that? There's your black arrow. Okay. That's why with that color, it's very hard to see. But every now and then I catch them. Okay. You have to understand, I get different colors that you won't get. All right. And it's cool. All right. But when they have the black in here, let's see if I did a blue background. Let's see if I like it. Let's see. That might be too bright. Let's see. Let's apply. Oh, I don't like that. What did it do? That's the wrong background. Shit. Hold on. Appearance. Preset color. That's not right. Oh, I don't want that. Oh, duty. How do I get the other one back? Oh, it was this one I changed anyway. All right, go here, and I'll make it black. It's right there in the corner. Say OK. And apply. Come on. What happened to my black? Preset color. Volume bars. Symbols is color. Bars. Oh, I see what changed. This one here. Background black. There we go. Boom, boom. All right. That's what I want it dark. I like it dark. But do you see here? I couldn't see it. You see where it crossed over? You see the black line? I knew there was a black arrow there. And if I had seen that black arrow, it would have shown me how deep. If you go and you go into Think or Swim, let's see. That is your Squeeze, not just Squeeze Pro. That's your scalper. Let's see, scalper alert pro arrow colors. And then you put that into Google, and it should tell you. The arrows, red and green in color. The green appears beneath the candlestick. The rising price, the other hand. What I want. What is the fast end for scalping? What does the color mean on TTM pre-squeeze pro? Orange dots throw high compression. You got to find it. Somewhere there's a whole listing of what all the arrows and what they mean. And if I can find it, I have them somewhere. Red and green arrows and color indicators. Nothing green, black signals. This is telling me green and red. It's not telling me the black arrows. I want to know. Scalper alert black arrow. Let's see. Black arrow, forex into the money indicator. Scalp alert, fire off trader for that. I'm giving you the best indicators. Now I'll have to find them. I have them somewhere. They tell all the different colors. There's orange, there's yellow, and I get them. That is really dark. What does my pre-market look for? Yeah, that's what I like. I like it dark. It makes all the colors stand out. This is not right. I got to change that back. That one there, I like the, it's too much color for me. Some of you may like that because you're tripping. But there, and I can preset that. I like them even darker. Let's see. I don't think I can get the dark blue that I really want. It's very hard to find it. What do I got? No, 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 no. Come on. There's a dark blue, darker. You cannot find the blue I want. You can't make colors. There's usually a circle chart, a color chart here that gives it to you. I'll have to use this one for now. See the green? I don't like that either. I had a blue before that I like, and I can't find it. Everything got too dark for me. Too dark. There's a way to make, you don't have to have as dark a black. Okay. Let me see, background. Let's go to that black. Apply. I can't change this color. Why can't I change that color to a dark blue? Where is it? It's green. That's green. Let's try that one. Ooh, purple. Oh, that's going to be trippy. There's a blue I want that's in between, and it's very hard to find. I can't stand that. I lost it. But the good thing is, all right, I got that dark blue. That's better than it was. This tells you how much volume you're getting, okay? How much volume in each candlestick this way, all right? Whether it's a lot or a little. That's a hard color to see. There's a better color than that. And if I go into here, let's see, I'll tell you what I can do real quick. I can open up my chart here, this one, and I can go back to, watch this. I don't want to take that one out until I got this one in. And I've got the SPY. I'm going to take this one out. Let's see, I'm going to detach. Okay, let's take that. But what I want to do first is I'm going to get rid of this one. Boom. All right, I got rid of it. And now I'm bringing this one in. There you go. And here we go. And there you go. That's the way it was before. If you can't find it, all you do is go in here, go to price, watch this. Go to manual, auto, and then say apply. And it'll come right in. Should come right in. Manual, apply. There it is. Okay. All right. This should bring it in. Boom. And there's the blue I wanted, but I couldn't get it. And you can see this line moved from before. That one's no good. Okay. Sorry about this. That's what happens when you start playing. This one here, I'm going to have to get rid of this line. It's not correct. But what I can do is I can build another line real quick. Take that, and I can take it from about here for right now, from there, and bring it to, this is more in the now. All right? Phooey. Come on. All right, I got it for now. But what I can do is I can adjust it, activate it, and then bring it down a little bit. I'll show you what we do. All right. Now, what we do now to get the whole line the way we wanted it, we go into 5 minute, and then we go in here. Watch, and we're going to activate this, and to find the second activation, which is right there. See it? Right there. And then I bring it to the low, which is, I look to the right, 40823. Come on. Always hard. Ooh, I got it. Okay, and then I'm going to cancel left extension. There we go. Now we're set back. So all you gotta do is you put your line up there. Once you got it on a now, you can move the line over. Did you all catch that? How to do the trend lines. A lot of people don't know what I'm doing or how you're doing it. Okay? Now, our support and the resistance, are we good? If we're at 411.02, remember before, I want to go back. I want to make my channel a little bigger. 411 might be, I don't want that. I'm going to bring it back to 410.75. Okay? The reason is I'm building a channel, because if I drop, what's my next step down? Is 410.75, right above the VWAP. Remember, the VWAP is a channel, and this is bigger. I know it is. So what I'm going to do is I'll go into my VWAP. Watch this. Double click, and I take it from 2 to 1, so it's not as pronounced. And I'm going to do the same thing with my 13. I know that this particular is set. I should change it in the other one and save it. So whenever I move it over, I used to like them a little bigger. It depends on which monitor I'm using. This particular monitor that I'm looking at, I need it smaller. So you just see the lines. All right, and the cloud, you see the cloud, that's that think script with the 9 and the 21 in it, okay? And let me go back now and put my trades back in here. Perfect. Now, let me go check my contracts and be sure that they were right. Remember I put them in before? They do change as time changes. And you want to be sure, boy, oh boy, look how far behind I am here. I got carried away with that girl. I shouldn't be talking about her to anybody. Really, it's my business. I don't need people's opinions, and when I'm doing that, it's like I'm almost asking for it. I don't need that pat on the back. Yeah, you're doing a great thing. No, you're doing a terrible thing. It's against God. It's for God, whatever. You know what? Maybe God's putting me in her life to save her. Who the hell knows? Who the heck knows? I shouldn't even use words like that. All right? But you know what? Just remember one thing. If anybody's judging me, if anybody's without sin, you can pick up the first stone. If anybody is without sin. If not, shut the heck up. You can't talk to me, Captain Trainer. I'm leaving. Don't leave me. I installed Webinato. How do I know it's working? You'll be able... All right, if you turn off Index Room, you won't know it's working unless he's talking. All right? I have it on right now, and I can't show you because it's in a different computer. But on the bottom left of Webinato, when it's opened, listen carefully. On the bottom left, there's the thing. Oh, wow, he's got it off right now. Let me just see something. Let me try to reload it and see if it's even working. Webinato. Sometimes you have to reload it. And you have to do that from in Webinato. Come on, web screen. And it is... There's no screen. I don't see any screen. All right, hold on. It's not working. So I'm going to close Webinato off for a second. I'm going to close it. Close it. Okay, I'm going to go back in Dex Room for a second. 1 second. And I'm going to go to the top, click Webinato real quick until it opens. And then it says use Webinato application. It opens up. I move it over to the other monitor. Let me see if it's working or not. Now I'll know. Because sometimes he reboots everything and you have to redo it. It's working. No screen sharing at this time. It's not working. It's not on right now. You can leave it on no screen sharing, and when he comes in, he'll probably hit the button and it'll come on. Right now, he's not screen sharing because I don't know why. He's got music on, I think. Let me see. Yeah, he's got music on right now. You will not hear the music through Webinato, ever. It's going through one channel. Webinato's on a different channel. But his Webinato itself is off right now. So you'll have to wait, okay? So, Eagle, if it starts working later, 3 o'clock, it should be working. But if you go into Webinato, just to give you a quick, and I can't show you, on the very top, there's a red X, okay? What you do is you go onto that red X one time, all right? And you hit that. And then something opens up and it says exit webinar or reload it. When he comes online later, reload it. But on the bottom right, there's a little speaker. Make sure that speaker is always on. If you click on the speaker twice, once it'll go off, click on it again, it should go on about halfway. and then just minimize, all right? Just minimize the board for now. Keep it out of the way. But leave the volume on, so when he comes on later, you'll hear it. Okay? That's all I can tell you for right now. He doesn't have it open. Probably because he was doing the other thing. All right, let's see. Which one is this? Let's see. I don't want this. This is this. Hold on. That's this. All right. All right. Does anybody have any questions for me? All right. I'm going to go back to what I was doing real quick. I was trying to help somebody. So any questions that I take are, for any reason. Okay. All right. Let's see. I was going to go over the contracts real quick. First of all, Tesla should be for call 185, for put 182.50. The SPY should be call 412, put 411. For SPX right now, you should be on 12/23, today's date, contract. You should be right at the money at 41.25 for a put or 41.30 for a call. If that's too expensive, you can go 2 out. Then you'll be at 22, or you can go to 31. 31 on the delta on a call will be 370, or let's say 41.20 would be 470, 37 also. So you can go the second one out of the money and be fine. That would be 41.20 on the put and 41.35. So I'm going to put it up on the board for SPX. Okay, SPX. I said you could be at 41. Let's see, SPX call 41.35, and for put you could be at 41.20. 41.20. Okay, let me see if that's right. 41.35. That is correct. Now for the SPY, SPY. Come on. For the call, you could be at 412. For the put, 411. For Tesla's on Friday's date, always. This Friday. Tesla would be 185 for call. 185 for call. Come on. 185. And for a put, I'm doing this in the dark. 182.50. I got them pretty memorized. There you go. There's your contracts for right now. All right? Anybody have any questions? How I got to that? How I do that? Why I do that? How I pick the right contract? Why I pick the right contract? Why is it important that you pick the right contract? It's very important. And the reasons for picking the right contract is the fact that you want to be, especially when it's the afternoons. If you're not in a contract, then you need to check every 10 minutes, or if there's movement. If there's movement up or movement down, contracts change. So you don't want to get into the contract that was, you want to get into the contract that is. And by doing that, anytime you open up your contracts, watch, I'm not in a contract right now, but if I wanted to know what the SPX is, for the SPY, that's easy. Where am I going? Hold on. For the SPY, that's easy. Because if the SPY right now is at, let's say, 411.42, then I just go to the number before for the put and the number after for no in between. So that'd be 412 for the call, and put would be 411. If I'm doing Tesla, everything is 250. So it'd be 180, 250, 185, 187.50, 185, 190. Okay, 180, 185, 190, 180, 250, 187.50. So if you've got 183.89 to go down, would be 182.50. To go up would be 185. Easy enough. Now, SPX is a little more difficult. You can't just say, well, 411.36, is it 4113? No, it would be, okay, so if I look at these contracts now, I'm going to go in and show you. It's 411.35. How would we figure that out? All products. So 411.35 would bring you around here. 411.10, 411.15, 20, 25. Yeah, 411.35. You actually could do that. But remember, they go 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Hey, that's perfect. You really can do that. Just out of the money is 41.30. So the call, 4113. 41, actually it was 41.30. It's close. 411.30 be 41.30. All right, it's close. No cigar. But you can go just out of the money here is 41.30. That puts your delta at 40. That's where I'd like to be. But if I want to go one more out of the money, is that okay? Yes. Can you go two out of the money? Yes. Remember, they won't print up as fast. This one here, if it goes in the direction, if the stock goes up, it's going to print faster than this one's going to print by almost double. So that means for every 10 cents this moves, this might move a nickel. You understand? It's going to move half as much because your delta is half as much. And this one would be 2/3. Okay? So when deck goes over here at 15 and the thing goes up and he loses $2,000, imagine if he was here, he would have lost 2.5 times, would have been 5,000. You understand? Because it prints that much faster. Are you people, are you traders starting to understand? Boy, are you people? That sounds racist, doesn't it? I'm so far from a racist. Okay. And on the puts, the same thing. Anything in pink is in the money. Sometimes you get a blue right in between. That's at the money. So sometimes you're just at the money. So if the price of that stock right now, instead of 41.25, if it was close, 41.25 would be just about at the money. See the 49.38? I want to be somewhere around here. If you have a smaller account, you can go here. Just remember, if it goes to the other trend, you won't lose as much. But if you're winning, you won't win as much. It's not going to win as fast. Do you understand? Does anybody have any questions on that? Because this is very tricky, but yet it's really quite simple, okay? Keep it simple, all right? Keep it simple, folks. This is not rocket science, all right? Now, just for info, let's see something. 3, 4, 5. All right, 55. I want to see how long my finger comes up. 5 seconds. Oh, wow. 8 seconds. That was quick. We're good today. Sometimes it's 12, 13 seconds. So when I say boo, you hear boo 8 seconds later. Okay? Just remember that. When I say jump, you jump 8 seconds later. When I say I'm trading, you're not trading when I'm trading. You got it? That's why I don't live trade with you. It's reckless. It's not right. And unless you know what's going on, the fact that there is a difference in timing, then you'll understand why. Uh-oh. What did happen? I lost you for a second. May not have lost the volume, but I lost you guys for a second. Okay. That's okay. We're back. That's so amazing. For something that was working so well, why it dropped off, I don't know. Let's bring this back up to 720. That might have been the reason. Okay. Is Webonito real time? Yes, Webonito is real time. Starting the end of May, and probably into June, Deck is bringing a new software, which he's not going to be using Webonito anymore. So he's going to have a new software. In that new software, it'll be the same as Webonito, but better for him. They're writing their own software. It's going to save them a lot of money. They're writing their own software. So Deck is going to make it available to the streamers for a small price because it's costing him money to write it. So I'm going to get it for a different price. But that's Deck and I have made a deal. Okay? You want me? I'm worth my weight in gold. Okay? Right, Deck? That new software is coming the end of May. Right? Deck, are you here? Raise your hand for a second, Deck. All right? That new software is coming end of May, beginning of June, correct? It'll replace Webonito. Yes? Please answer me. He never answers me. I'm going to smack him. Deck? Deck, he's here. Do you hear me, Deck? Let me ask him if he's listening. Let's see. He doesn't answer me. Are you listening to me on the new software coming next month? I know he's in the room. Otherwise, I couldn't bring his name up like that. So he is here. Let's see. He is here. I just want to see if he'll answer me on the new, I wish we could invite people in who have microphones and I could turn you on. I think you can do that in Discord. I wish we were able to do that, And as a moderator, I could just make sure that it didn't get out of hand. Oops. There we go. I dropped it. I lost it again. All right. Hold on. Okay, let's stop right there. Let's activate it again. Let's bring it up. There we go. I wanted just to adjust it a little bit. Okay, there we go. All right, so you can see our squeeze. We are still on a descending slightly. And if you look right here, I just want to find out where my activation is. It's here. That was the high right there. Okay, that's high day. Let's remove cancel left extension. Now we can see where they're coming from. All right, pretty much we're good. I want to make sure this is back on the hand. Let's widen this a little bit and bring it up. So we can see our upper or lower. We're somewhere in the center. We're a little bit bullish right now, okay? How come he never answers me? He comes in, he checks, he answered Eagle. What to watch this afternoon? Talks about the stocks. He won't answer my questions. Okay. Did you all enjoy that that conference thing he put together today with Scott? Did you guys get something from each and every one of them? Who do you actually, and it doesn't have to be me, who do you lean to that you really got the best information in your own mind today? Can anybody answer that? Was it Scott? Was it Kush? Was it Active Trader? Was it Deckmar? Was it Iggy? Who do you lean towards a little bit more? You can be honest, okay? I won't throw you out of the room for more than a week. No, I won't throw you out. I don't really care if it's me, you know? I don't. I really don't. I just care that you make money. I just care that you learn from what you're doing. So did anybody really, I really got a lot out of Scott today. You know, I know Kush really well, and Caesar wasn't there today, but I really enjoy, what's his name? Scott. I don't think people know him enough. Lesson on crypto stalking. No, I don't. That's just something I'm going to go over with you. Okay. So no, I don't. And my lessons, I have 100 and right now 157 videos, and they're not labeled. But my advice. Okay, hold on one second. Active Trader videos on. Hold on. On YouTube. I do not, what do you call that? I don't have time. I do not, there we go. All right, those are my videos right there. I don't label them. So what my advice to you is, go back to, let's say from November this past year, and start there, and look at the videos that are over 500-600 views. I've got a few, like one in November is 1.7 or 1.3 million views. I want to go watch that one again because that one was amazing. I'm pretty sure that's the one. It was an amazing lesson that I gave, and I couldn't believe myself what came out of my mouth, and I never forgot it. And it was in November. It must be that one. It was the first time I ever got over 1,000 views. So it got around, and people watched it again and again. Obviously, there was a lot of good stuff in it, and I can learn from myself because sometimes things come out of my mouth that I know is true, but I don't even know where they come from. It's in there. I watch a lot of videos myself, and I know a lot more than I lead on to, but I don't always remember it, okay? Because, you know, I can't remember what I had for breakfast today. I don't think I had breakfast. I didn't. I had a power bar. It was powerful. I should take my balance of nature. I have them here. I should do a commercial. I get such energy, but do you think I have enough energy, folks? It's like, do I need more energy? Woohoo! The market right now is consolidating, and I don't have any pizza to make. I do have some chili I could make. I pulled it out of the freezer the other day. I make chili and I freeze 4 containers. Keep one out and I freeze 3. And then when I finish one, I take the next one out and I eat chili. And I'm learning to eat it without bread, which is good because I'm not gaining weight, but I haven't really lost much. I figure once I get that new sex life, I'll start losing weight. I can't believe he just said that. I didn't say that. I was kidding. You weren't kidding. Yeah, you were. No, you weren't. I wasn't. Anyway, okay, so right now we can see we're in a very, very tight, okay? We're in a very, very tight channel. I'm going to bring this down to the VWAP right there, all right? I'm going to change it a little bit. See, I brought it to the VWAP right over there. So I brought it in a little. I just think we're going to pull down a little bit more first before we go back up. So I think when we get down to the resistance, 410.75. You remember before? It wasn't there. Look where we are right now. And I told you I'm going to widen it up. And what did I do? I made it 75 when it was 95 or 411. Because I knew that was the next step down. And bingo, look what just happened. See, you need to listen to Active Trader once in a while. He does know something, okay? We haven't figured out what that is. But something in the way he moves attracts me like no other lover. I love the Beatles. Okay. Right now, there's the VWAP. You see the VWAP? Because I don't like to put the line right on the VWAP. But your VWAP is at 69, all right? I could drop this a little lower, and I could say, you know what? I think there's a pullback coming, which might happen, to 65. All right? I'm trying to tweak it and get it close without keeping it on the line. Now, instead of right above the line, I'm right below the white. I want to be able to see it, okay? And you remember I moved this to the VWAP? See what happened? Now, I'm at the VWAP's passing me, but I'm the 13. I'm falling below, which means right now it's right. It's not bullish, it's not bearish. So the bulls are in control, I think, at this time. But once it drops below, and there's a tail right there. You see the shadow? Hold on. There it is. You see it? You couldn't see it unless I spread it out. I could see it. That shows reversal. So if we're holding at 65.70, all right? Now it's going to go back. You can see what's happening. We might start to go back up. But I'm not saying it's definite. You got to be very careful here. It's a 50-50. So if you want to gamble right now that it's going to go back up, which I think it will, then have yourself about a 5%. If you think you caught the bottom, at the bottom, have about a 5%. If you didn't catch the exact bottom, make it about 6 or 7, just in case it pulls back one more time. I think we might go forward. What is it doing? I don't know yet. I don't know. And that's why I haven't been trading. This has been very, very tricky. All right, but there's your low at the low, and now we're bouncing. We're bouncing. Are we bouncing off that VWAP? If not, we break through. If we break through, like I said, we come back down, like yesterday. And I see that happening. There's no news. Well, Top Wall Street Bets mentions for Wednesday, April. Let's see. In fact, I didn't see that. That's at 45. That was 2 minutes ago. The Top Wall Street Bets mentioned for Wednesday, SPY, NVDA, Apple, FRCTA, and AMC. Street Bets mentions. Wall Street Bets. Oh, that's what's his name. But what are they saying? There's a lot of, those are the Top Wall Street Bets mentions. Okay. At 16, what does it say below that? The price action, anxiety as traders assess inflation data, await Fed minutes. So right now, I think it's more negative than positive. I think they're waiting to see what the Feds are going to do, whether or not we're going to raise the rates again. I mean, I hope he doesn't. If he does, the market pulls back, okay? If he rates it up again, even if it's a quarter of a point, then it shows that there's no stability. There's less stability in the market. There's less stability as far as inflation, and people, maybe they don't want to use that word recession. Just walk to Walmart and go look at the shelves, all right, during the day, and then go at nighttime and see what's happening. See what's being taken the most. See what the best commodities are. To me, the number one commodity at Walmart. Does anybody know what the number one commodity? The number one commodity at Walmart. Can anybody tell me before I write it? Is, I know it's not what you think it is. The number one commodity at Walmart is toilet paper. You tell me, if you don't have the right kind of pasta, you'll use something else. If you don't have the right type of tomato sauce, you'll use a different brand. But when it comes to wiping your ass, if you ain't got nothing to wipe with, you got a problem. We going back to what? Rags that we wipe our butt and wash out? I don't think so. Back to the caveman. What did the caveman do to wipe his ass? Use leaves. What happens when he got poison ivy? Hello, mother. Hello, father. Here I am at Camp Granada. They have run out of toilet paper. But they say when the recession's over, it'll be better. Toilet paper, I think the number one. It must be because I got a second bedroom with at least a 5-month supply of toilet paper sitting in there. I will miss that wife. She says if I go fishing one more time, she's going to leave me. I'm really going to miss her. I can't believe I said that. Okay, anyway, that was a Brad Paisley song. I love that song. Number one commodity at Walmart is toilet paper. What's the second number two commodity? Can anybody tell me? Can anybody hear me? I don't even know if you guys hear me right now. Hello, hello. Testing. Yep, you do hear me. Hello, 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 hello. What's the second number two commodity? Can anybody tell me? That's an echo. I can hear myself, so I know you hear me. Okay. The number two commodity is what? It's got to be some sort of a food. What do you eat the most? We hear you. I know you hear me. I gotta ask once in a while. You know what it's like to sit in a room by yourself with a bunch of monitors and talk to yourself, and you got to turn down all the monitors so you can't hear anything. All right. I love what's his name, Juan. He puts the headset on. I tried that once. Every time I talk to you, 8 seconds later, I hear me again. So why would I want that echo in my ears? It doesn't work. Okay, that just doesn't work. So might as well be tripping. A time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping. All right, come on. What's going on here? I mean, look at the markets. All right, even Tesla. Tesla's dropping. Tesla's dropping. I wasn't watching it. My thing went off the edge of the. If you notice, and Tesla now has a base 182 support. 182.50 is the new support for Tesla. Let me just put that in here. 182.50. It's really cloudy out. That's why I can't see. And if it's 182.50, then I'm going to say 183.50 is 183, and let's say 75 will be my resistance. We're not going up anyway, so there's really no resistance. But if you see most of the time, you see where I am here compared to most of you that your chart is probably about right here. I can't afford for it, make a mistake and not see it. So I always move it over a little bit so I can see how much of my day is left. You know, that's on a 5 minute anyway. If I bring it down, 3 minute. And if I look for an hour, can you tell me if we're going up or down? Look what's happening now. I would say that if I look on an hour, it might show we're coming down or it's slight reversal. Let's see. There you go. So here, we're in this minute here. It's still, I said, coming. It should be slight reversal right there. There it is. You see the red? That's slight reversal. But if I look at it on 15 minutes, it should show that it might be still going up. Let's see. Nope, we got the reversal. So there's your reversal in the 15 minute. So there you go. And a 5 minute, it shows we're coming back down a little bit. So I want to see what's happening right now. As long as we know that and we're coming back down, then what I might do is I build the step here. Watch. So there's my thing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this back. Watch this. And I'm going to activate this. I can't see it on the 1 minute. That's the problem. There it is. Okay, perfect, perfect. I'm going to bring this back to right there. Right there. Okay. And I'm going to now remove my right extension. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is build a step. So now you can see it coming back down. Nobody else does this. I'm the only one who does it this way. Let's take our step now and watch what happened just now. This is going to allow you, all right, that's the cancel the left. Now you can see exactly. Look how it's changed. You see my step? All right. I got you more on the now. All right. Now, if I wanted to change the now a little bit more, what I could do is take away my whole day. All right. And what I could do is I could bring it to here and then build another step. If I did that, it would look something like trend line. Okay. Again, I can't see it. I cannot see it. Let's move this to 3 minute. Okay, and try that one more time. Let's see. Activate it. There it is. Okay. So let's bring this down to right over there. Okay. I think I got it. We'll see. And let's take away my right extension on trend line. All right. And now I want to open it up a little bit more. I want to be able to see it. And I'm going to open it up. And that's, you see where I stopped it? Went to there. I thought there was a step. And if there was a step going, it changed. It looked like it had changed. If I did it from here to there, you can see just slightly, you can see the angle. I want you to see the angle of the step, all right? And what that tells me, all right, you see what's happening here? So if I take this and I remove the left extension, cancel the left from where I started it, you can see there's a slight step. If this is correct, and I'm going to check it that it didn't move, just give me 1 second. I want to check it from the bottom of our day. I want to make sure it didn't move, and it's pretty much there. Actually, it would be. I can make it exact too. Watch. Let's activate it, and let's take that right there, and let's bring it to 408.23. Is down, down, up, down, down, down. I may get 24. I'm not going to try. I'm just going to leave it. It's close enough. 108.24, and let's make sure it didn't move again. You understand what I'm doing? That should have stayed. So it came, and if I left this straight ahead, you'll see the difference, all right? Extend to the right, watch. You see the step difference? So what it's doing, if I do a circle to show you, it's starting to move in an up position. Can you see that slightly? It's a way of giving you, even though it just came down now, it came back down again, so now I could bring it lower. So actually, when that happens, I can bring my whole line lower, all right? And I don't need that extra line. And when that happens, I can take this away. But I see a lower doji there, so let's just see first what happens if it goes or it comes back. I think it's going to go back up a little bit, but I still think if you look, we're still headed down. We're still headed down, and our squeeze is possibly about to happen, all right? And if that's the case, then I don't need this second one up. It did change again. I'll remove the drawing. Now we're back to the original. All right? But that's sometimes how you can tell. How do I know if it moved even slightly? Build that second line. And if you don't need it, release it. Just get rid of it. Okay? Now we've come back. And now you can see when I edit this, and it's over here. See? That's where I pushed it. Now I can pull to the bottom of that line. And now you can see what's happening to the squeeze. We're in a squeeze right now. If something is about to happen. And if I'm to guess, since it's holding, I think we're going to hit 411 one time. We're going to go for it. What do you think? We are still bullish. That's another thing. How do I make that kind of a decision? Well, I got to look here, and besides what I'm seeing and I'm feeling the algorithm, also I look at this. There's my VWAP. So if I'm above my VWAP, then I know that the bulls are winning. If I'm below the white, then I know that the bears are winning. So who's winning right now? What's happening? We're trying to push up. Do you see that? Do you see that? And before, when I built that extra line, what did it show me? We're trying to pull up. So remember when I told you like a bow and arrow, you pull back and spring forward? Well, that's what happened. It pulled up, it came back, and that's why I got rid of the second line. It came back, and now it's letting go, and it's trying to build higher lows. Okay? So again, I'm going to make this a little bit wider. I can't, if I can see it. I can't. I hate that. Why does it do that to me? Just for a difference. On 3 minutes, I'll be able to see it. I won't see it on one. So I come here and I activate it. It was right there. It's BS. Oh, that's that one. I want to do the other one. Okay, and I do this one. And let's activate that one. And it's right there. Pull it down a little. Just move it up a little to the 13. Right there. Okay. Perfect. I'm just trying to tweak it out a little bit more. I want to bring it back to more what's happening right now. And I'm going to let you see. Okay. So now you can see, right now, we're still consolidating. We're still above the VWAP. We're still bullish. But we're a little bit bearish below the 13. We need this to get above. What's going to happen? You see the cloud? Look at the cloud open up. So we are really closer to the 9-day than the 13. All right? And the top of the cloud is the 21-day. Some people use 9 and 21. They don't even use the 13 with options. All right? Some people use a 5 and 15. And they don't use a 9, 21, or 13 with the options. I use the 13, but I also have the 9. I can widen that out if I want it. I can make it 22, but I have to say, what do most option people look at? Okay? Like we look at regular stocks. We look at a 50-day. We look at a 200-day. We don't really look at it the same way. We'll look at the SPY that way and say right now, well, let's see. We're at 405 for the 13. We're already 410. We're past that. We're already past the 200 simple moving average, and we already passed the 50. So none of these come into play right now. It would have to be more the 13, the 9, and the 21 for me, or 8 and 15. It could be either one for you, whatever works for you. If you want, you can change it. You just click on it, okay? So you can go on here, go to the Think script, 9 and 21, open that up. I give it to you for free. You can change that. You can make it 10, you can make it 9, you can make it 8, you can make it 15, 21, blah, 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 blah. I leave it still the same color as my 13 because it's only a cloud color and they look good together, okay? You can change it and make it the way you like it. What's right for you and right for me may not be the same things. what's right is that you find the tools that work for you and you stick with them. If you have too many tools, okay, in your pouch, it's like you might get bogged down. Do you ever see a carpenter, all right, walking around with a sledgehammer in his belt? He's got a hammer, he's got a nail hammer or a ping hammer, but he's not walking around with a sledgehammer, because if he's got too many tools, it's not to say he may never use that sledgehammer to break open the wall, but if I bring too many tools with me, it's going to bog me down. It does the same thing. And look what just happened. Exactly what Active Trader just said. Here we go. Bingo. Exactly what I just told you was going to happen, happened. Okay? And I showed you why. I showed you why. And truthfully, I don't want to give myself a pat on the back, but that's what makes me good at what I do, because I'm able to show you why it's going to happen. And a lot of people do not do that for you. I can't get this thing. Where did it go? Unbelievable. I can't get that thing up. It changed, and now it's gone. I want to change this one. See, if I go here and activate it, there it is. They move. There we go. And I'll bring it to the top of that line. And now, if you keep up with this, what it's going to show you, you can leave it on 5 minutes if you want, okay? What it's going to show you is the fact of how the spread is changing here, all right? And we can move this line. As you see before, like I told you, let's see, activate trend line 51. You see how it changed it? It moved. You see what's happening here? It's widening it, because every time it pulls back, boom, it sprung forward. That's exactly what it did. It pulled back. There's another pullback. That's a big pullback. Look at that. So it hit. And that's why I tell you, be careful. The minute it hit, you see that big doji? I wasn't watching. You do the put immediately. So if we know there's really heavy resistance here, we just saw it, okay? What did it hit? What did it hit? It's not 411.45, that's for sure. It didn't hit that, did it? It hit 411, let's say even 05. I think it hit 03. Let's take a look. Let's go back into time and sales, and let's see exactly where it hit. It's important. That's why time and sales is important. So now I can go back here, and here we go. 97, 98, 99. There it is. 41, 11, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 10. There's 10. 4, 11, 10. Hold on. 16, 20. Did it hit that high? Wow. It can't be. It can't be. 1,400. Yeah. It hit 1,415 cents. 19 cents. So it hit high right there. 411. It hit 411.20 and came all the way back. Okay? So we can say right now we had all that resistance was at 1411 and 20 cents. But isn't that amazing how I told you? I showed you the spring. I added the extra line. I showed you what it did and how it was going. The line was going up, and then it pulled back and let go, and then left and dropped. Okay? And that's why you got to be ready. So now you see the bottom, this, just the opposite. That's where you want to do that the call. All right? And what did it just do again? It did the exact same thing. So we just went all the way up to 411.20. There's our resistance. All the way back to 410.42 or something. And then boing, right back up again. Now you tell me that this is not being manipulated. Now when I talk about stock market manipulation, nobody else does. Why? Why? Is it that they're not as smart as I am? Is it that they don't want to talk about it because they don't want to believe it? Or they think it doesn't exist? What do you think? You tell me. What do you think? Is there SMM? We're not talking about a sexual position that you're getting in. We're talking about stock market manipulation. The question is it real? Did it just happen? Did you just witness it? Yes or no? Are you guys here? Somebody answer the damn question. Answer the door. Ding dong. Come on. I need some participation here. Ask a question that calls for an answer. Is there stock market manipulation? Is that what we're really seeing here? And is this enough to scare us out? Is it enough that I don't do the reason I do not do physical stop losses? Of course, one person, a new guy, has to answer. Chat GPT agrees with you. Okay? GPT. Yeah. Listen, go online, okay? Go online and put in the word stock market manipulation. Okay? let's see. Let's get down. Currency. What's your review? Average. Why did it go in? Oh, that's sim. I don't want that. Where did that word come from? Sims. Is it real? Okay. Here we go. This is what it says, okay? This is one of the things. Sorry for my English. Put it in, I'll convert it. I like your English. Trading is about to try to figure out what big dogs and get a piece of food they are eating. Okay, market manipulation is a conduct designed to deceive investors by controlling or artificially affecting the price of a security. Manipulation is illegal in most cases, but it is so difficult for regulators and other authorities to detect and prove. And I can show you every day where it's happening. And it didn't take a lot of shares to do it. Let's go here, right? Let's go here right now. Let's put this on 1 minute. Ready? 1 minute. Okay, and let's change this. This is where it happened, right here. You had, let's take a look at our volume. I got to bring it over. I can't stand this. Right here, 138,000. That is not a lot of volume. 346,000. That was almost 4 times normal, all right? Here, and now you see what's happening? They know how much it takes to push down. They know how much it takes to push up now, okay? 138, it took less to push from there than it did to push it down because they went even further. They went a lot further than they wanted to, but now they know what it costs to drop it, almost $1. They can add shares to this and now say, if we drop 500,000 shares, I can drop this $1 and I can clean up every one of those stop losses. But they're not getting mine. I do a mental. So yes, 1 out of every 5% I get burnt big. The other 95% I make well, okay? So learning it, look at the different color. Look at this, orange. We've seen red, orange, black, white. This is a great program if you learn how to use it. I can't even tell you because I don't spend enough time on my own program that I own to tell you what it's going to do next, and it does tell you. But do you see right in here, this was a big part of manipulation right there. That bingo. That was the biggest part of what we've seen in the last 2 hours of a manipulated stock right there. All right? And that was a great lesson to see that. Trading is about figuring out what big dogs do and get a piece of food that they're eating. You know what? That is very well put. Your English is great. And that's exactly what I've been saying. You have to think like a millionaire or a billionaire to say what they don't think like we do. You've got to learn to think out of the box, make yourself part of an algorithm, and understand what they're doing. So when they do it, you don't get scared and sell out like Deck did this morning, when eventually that was a manipulated play, and he caught it, he got out, they took his money, and then it came always back the other way. Okay, you have to know when that's going to happen. And sometimes drawing these lines like I'm doing can teach you that and show you. We're back to the 1 minute, and what's happening now? We're starting to widen. We're starting to widen, all right? I can't find that line. Oh, there it is. Okay, hate that. Let's go all the way here and bring it up to there. I want to bring it to a tip. There we go. Okay, so we're being manipulated again, all right? And what's happening here is everything is being widened. The whole field is being widened. They know what it takes from here to make it go there. It's geometry, okay? Or algebraic, whatever. They know. They can build their own little triangles, isosceles, and they build their own little triangles, and they know what it takes to make that triangle form to meet. FOMC minutes showed that the Feds are expecting a mild recession in late 2023. Yeah, absolutely. Not late. I don't think later 2023. I think it's coming sooner than that. I think it's here by the summer, before the last quarter. I think by the last quarter, by the first quarter of next year, we should start coming out of it. Anticipation for a new administration. Because they're going to start promising a lot of things they'll never do, but the new administration that comes in will. Summer. Okay, and look at the drop. Look what I just told you. They knew exactly what it took to do this, And how many shares? Remember I told you? 95,000, that's it. 101 here. So you got 107. Ready? Look at this, still dropping. That's 230, 140, 150, 250. Look. Now, further down. Watch this thing. Watch the low. When the minute it hits that lower hook like this, you see that hook? There it is. Bam! That's when you do the call. Now, 410.50 is the call. 410.45 was the number. 410.45 was the number for the call. All right? There was your low doji. Right there. There was your bottom. 410.45. Right there. See it? 410.45. There's going to be a few little pullback, but I'm telling you, it's going to come back now. Back to the VWAP. If I'm wrong, then we're getting the big drop really early. We're getting it really early. But you see what I told you? The manipulation? They wanted to see what it took to bring it to here, which was 410.50. Then they brought it back up to a new high, and bam, right to, there's your, look at the double bottom right there. And there's your other one. I'm telling you, it's coming back up. They're trying to figure out, it's going to drop even lower. They're figuring out. So they're going to bring it up, and it's going to come back down even lower next time. And this is how you make money. When you can look at what I'm looking at right now, figure out. If I wasn't teaching you right now, I'd be trading for the put. Okay? This is going to come back down. Like I told you, eventually it's coming down. And they just figured out how much it's going to take for them to get it. So they'll pull it back up, and now, instead of the bounce being at the top of the VWAP, it'll be at the bottom of the VWAP. And who's in control now? The bears. Okay? The bears. And this is all changed. This is all changed now. All. Don't even know. What do you do now? See? I don't know. I can't think like them. I can't. You know, it's very tough. You got double bottom right there. 1, 2, 3. Boom, boom, boom. See it? 1, 2. I'll leave it like that. You're seeing a big. That was the biggest stock market manipulation that I've seen so far. This was a little bit of manipulation, but not like this. This was, we brought it down to bring it up, to bring it down. Somebody just made probably about $500,000 or more in 2 shots. That's the way I see it, folks. My way of teaching is so different because I feel like I put myself into, if I was an algorithm. It'd be a great book. Stock trading, if I was an algorithm. How would I feel? What would I do? And why would I do it? Pretty good. I got to go back to this tape and write that shit down. If I was an algorithm, what would I do? Why would I do it? And how would I do it? And this is what you're saying. Somebody is manipulating you right now that you don't know which way to jump in or out. Look at it. I just told you they're going to bring it back. They brought it over the VWAP again. All right? Back to the 13. How far up? Get ready to do that put, folks. You think we're going for a new high of day? I don't. There's no way. There's no way. Why would we? High of day today is 412.17. We're not getting there. There's no way. We're not getting there. NGMI. What's he looking at? That's Dextro. Huh. Hold on. Turn that off. All right. Do you do coaching? I do one-on-one. One-on-one on the weekends. $50 an hour. But you know what? Be ready. You know what? Trading can be very frustrating, but it can be a lot of fun. Right now, some people just made a lot of money and some people just lost a lot of money. So if you're trading right now, and I'm not, I'm showing you what's happening and why, okay? But somebody is doing this because they want to know how many shares. There's 200,000 right there, 200,000. The size has nothing to do with how big. It's the opening, and closing. 411.11 down to 410.44. Back up. They're testing, boom. Now they know exactly what it takes to get it back. Where are you going to be right now? You should be. They might push it one more time. You think it's the put. They might push it to 411.25. Then it's going to pull on. That would put you about right there. My trend would be 411.30. I figure 411.25, right about there, about 28. And then boom, it comes back down again. Now, it doesn't mean I'm right. I'm just trying to figure out what they would do and why they would do it. Remember? Stock trading. Algorithm. Feel like an algorithm. Why? How? What reason? What made it go? Is there any news? No. 206.14. Fed minutes, participants, talking about tomorrow when the Feds are going to talk for the FOMC. There's no real news here. They're just mimicking themselves. So why? What did I tell you? 428, 411.28. Bingo. What did I just tell you? It's going to go to 411.28.29. That's going to put us a little higher. It's going to, look at tip here, tip here. There's my trend line, okay? Why did I touch my trend lines before? Remember, brought it from a high down to another high, and now look, see what's happening? Look, look, look. Are we going to push above? If we do, then the next step's 411.45. 45.50. There we go. There we go. But watch how fast it comes back down. This is total manipulation. Total manipulation. That's trend line 52. Bingo. So, oh, I don't want that. Not that way. I want to do it this way. There's other ways to do it. But it didn't move that much. So right now I can move this a little bit, just a little bit higher. I want to see where they're pushing it to. You remember I said, look, it came across on 28. What did I say? There is 37. All right. So I said 28. It went to 37. The body went to about 30. Right there to about 30. You got a double top. 30 and 28 right there. Just about where I called it. And now, what's going to happen? What do you see? What do you think? If you look at the whole formation is awkward. You've never seen anything like this. Up like this, down, back up. Look at this. Look at this formation. There must be a name for this type of going. To me, it looks like the non-believers are here and the believers are here, and Jesus is in the middle with his hands across, and he was saying the only way to the Father was through him. He had to go across the gully. I'm just kidding. I saw that in a pamphlet when I was about 14 years old. It looked just like this. And he was holding his hands out. And he was in a big gully, and it was a huge, oversized Jesus. And I'm Jewish by birth. I'm not supposed to talk about these things. Trading is fun. Trading is frustrating. Trading is like being on a roller coaster. Don't you think that's a roller coaster? Look at that. I know some of the rides that look like that. They go all the ways up. They come all the ways down. How about the table that goes around the plate, and then as it turns, it goes up, and then you're on the top looking down, or the bottom looking up. The guy throwing up is throwing up all over you. Nice little ride, huh? Got on to the last ride I ever went to attempt in my life about 20 years ago. I got on with my kids. I bought my tickets with my kids. That's all I'm going to spend. Red rubber ball. Anyway, so I freaked out. The minute they strapped me in, I freaked. I wasn't the only one. There was two others about my age. We all had to get off. I got claustrophobic. I could never take a ride again. Never. But I jumped out of a perfectly good airplane 12, 14 times. That I loved. I was so paranoid in the plane, I just had to get out. I had to get out. I haven't flown in a major airline since 1986. I have flown in skydiving planes since then. And my body says, get out of the plane. Got to get out. I love flying. There's nothing like doing free fly. Nothing. If you don't know God, if you don't think you know God, go jump out of a perfectly good airplane with a parachute. You will get to know him very quickly. Do opposite of what I'm about to do. Okay, Eagle. Eagle, learn how to be not an eagle. Don't be an eagle. Be an eagle scalper. That's what I try to do. Be an eagle scalper. I want to fly like an eagle to the sky. Hi, baby. Let me get my baby a treat. Okay? You stay. You stay. You're so good. You came back for me. I would take care. No. Stay there. Stay there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 6. That's a little one. Go ahead. They're all for you. Okay. That's my sweet girl. Okay. I gave my girl a treat. She's so good. All right. It's been a fun day. I have not traded today. But if I was going to trade right now, about 411.50, maybe 411.45. Should be a lot of resistance here. I think I would do a put right about here. Where are we? 411.46. 411.45. See it across here? Look. Right there. See? Right there. Here, here, and here. So what do we want to do? Let's take this and let's edit this back up. And let's put this now to 411.45. All right? We're not there yet, but I'm going to put it there. We tipped it. I think right there, your resistance, 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Have not been able to achieve it. I think what happens is, okay, I think what happens is we get to about 50 and it comes back down. Big time. You can take a chance. You can use a stop loss. You can do whatever you want. I'm not guaranteeing it's going to happen, but I'm just telling you. Now, I could do this. I could take away this line here. Let's take away this one. Let's remove trend line 52. And let's take this one here. Watch this. Now we got a whole day. We only need the one. And we're going to take that one and we're going to move it to here. I want to move it to 40, 48, 49, right there. Okay. And we're going to extend to the right. There you go. There's your new line. Okay? You see it? I got rid of the other two in between. We don't really need them at this time. I built them as we went along, but I take them away as we don't need that support anymore. We have different supports. So you can see, this is on a 1 minute. If I look at anything else, it's going to tell me we're going up right now. So go to the 5 minute, should show up. See it? Slightly up. 10 minutes should show us even more up. Ready? 2 green. And on 15 minutes, should show us 3 green. Oh, no, it shows a little bit. Did it come back a little? That's why. It just came back a little. That's why. So it'll show because it went to 40 something. Go back to the 1 minute. But we know it's building up some higher lows at this moment. I don't know that it's going to stay there. I believe there's a lot of resistance right here, and you can see it here and here. Let's go back a little further. It doesn't really matter because it was too far away. All right. That's where we hit the higher day, was in here. I don't think that's going to happen again. Not now. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. All right. So, but pretty much you got 1 top, 2 top, this top here. You got 2 to 3 top here on the same, and there's your pullback. Right. Remember, pullback, spring forward. It doesn't mean it's not going to try one more time, but eventually, I think we come back down. That's just the way I see it. It doesn't mean that I'm right. I don't have a crystal ball, folks. I just have been right a lot. So I'm not telling you to gamble on my thoughts. I'm not taking a chance on my own. I'm just telling you what I see. It's coming back down. Again, if it comes back down now, we'll bounce above or at the VWAP. That's what I say. What's the target? There you go. That's the. Well, let's go into 5 minute for a second. All right, and let's see what our target would be. Okay, I did not put a lower target in today. I did not put an upper target in today. If I had a lower target for today, all right, and I thought that it might have position to do. Okay. I think okay. Lower target for today without any real news coming out, all right, to support anything different. End of day, low target right there. 409.75 right there. I think is there a way to put the price in? Let's say on the right, show price on the right. Yeah, just for this one today. There you go. Lower target, 409.75. How's that? Takes up a lot of space. I never do it that way. I don't want to be wrong. But for right now, I can see here, that's 410.68 here. You got support and resistance. Yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 here. You have right in here, 410.63. Right here you had resistance at 410.50. Where would that put you? 410.50. You know, it could be 410.50. I might be wrong. You know something? It may not be this low. I don't know that I like it showing the price, number one. Okay. Let's take don't show it. I'm gonna make it a little higher for right now. I'm gonna make it 410. 410 for right now. 45. Right there. I'm going to raise it up a little bit and say that we're below the VWAP. We end up slightly below the VWAP. 410.30, 410.37, 410. Somewhere in this area, right there, but below the VWAP. I say we end up a little bearish. Let's see if it happens. Okay? I hate to do it that way. I'm going to get rid of FinViz. Just one more look, quick look on FinViz. Because 2:25 in the afternoon, we can see we're positive today. So the Dow is up 177, 178. We've got the NASDAQ up only $1.79, and the S&P is up 13.45. You got your weakest, your biggest stock still weak, which is Tesla, Amazon, Nevada, and NVIDIA. But you know what? What happened to Google? Google, where was Google again? Holy cow, where did Google go? Google was red before. What the hell happened to it? Am I blind? I don't see Google. Unbelievable. Cisco. I don't see Google. Oh, right there on the bottom left, communication. Oh, it's on the communication. You got Google, Meta. See, Google was really red before. That's what it was. That's why I don't see it. It changed color. All right, so you can see what's negative today, what's positive. Here's your pullback again. Like I told you. You know what? You got to try to think like a billionaire. What's that song? Eric Clapton, Derek and the Dominoes. Once I lived the life of a millionaire. I had so much money, I didn't care. Good song. Bottom left. What's the target to the put? Bottom left. What's the bottom left? You want it on the bottom left? Okay. I don't know that we're going to hit the low of the day where we were. Oh, wow. I already hit that. So I just hit the lower target just now. There it is right there. 4010.50. That's so funny. I should put it there. Right? 4010.45 I said. What did we hit? Look at it. 410.40, 35, 40, 41, 42, 43. So we actually hit it and went lower. So it went just slightly lower than I just made the lower target. And I hit the target and it came back up. There it is. There it is. 440. 410.45. So my end of the day might have been correct. I might have been correct. I said 309.75. You remember? I'm going to put it back there. I think I was right the first time. Let's re-edit this out and make it 309.75. That's what I originally said, correct? That's so funny that I just hit it there. Somebody here is probably doing this. 309. Look at this. Lower target. Look. 409.75. Unbelievable. That's exactly what I told you before. I saw it right there. If you see this in here, right there, and right here. All right? A lot of resistance, a lot of support. A lot of support, a lot of resistance. Okay? So old supports become new resistance is what happens. Look at the touch. 409. 409.50. 409.75, I mean. That was right the first time. I was right the first time. See, my first intuitions are usually correct. Right, baby girl? Right? Help them make some money? Right? So they can buy their little kitties a little more cat food and toys and a mouse? Yeah? I love you. You gonna bite me? Kiss me? What are you gonna do? Love me up? You're gonna love me? Give me a kiss. Never bite the hand that feeds you. Unbelievable call. It really was. My first call was the original call. It was right. It was right. So now, where's our support? You see? Right now, where is my support? 409.75. Right? 409.75. Shit. That would have been lost. Come on. 409.75 support. You're welcome. Look at this. Look. Bam, bam, bam. So I just put this on my support. I don't really need this anymore. I'm going to get rid of, let's see. Let's take my lower target. And now let's bring it back to where originally. I think what's happening is we're coming back. So let's say 408.50. 408.50 end of day. I told you, just do the... What did I tell you earlier when it got up there? I said, do a put and be patient, and you're going to win. That's exactly what I told you an hour ago. And I told you that about right there. I said that was about 1,300. It's 220. A little over an hour ago, I said, do the put. Just be patient, and you're going to win. Was I right? Isn't an active trader usually right? Come on. And now you can see our support down to 50. Today was a roller coaster. It was. It was a roller coaster. That's why I didn't trade. But I gave you good advice. I gave you good advice. Let's activate this down. And let's see. Here we go. I'm going to put this now at 410. 410. It's below because the bulls are in charge. Let's say 410.25. 410. This is total manipulation by people who are just taking money. That's all they're doing. And you know what? At this point, okay, you can see what happened here. There's that. And then here, this. All right, I'm going to remove this line. We don't really need it anymore. But if you built the line here, I don't even know what I would do with it. I'm just going to build a bottom trend. We're coming down again. Everything will show us down at this point. You go to 1 hour, it's going to show down. Everything's going to be down. All right? You want to leave it on 3 minutes. Even this. So this is it right there. 408.65. My P&I is now at the same peak of this morning. Yep, that's what we're going back to, folks. This reminds me of yesterday. This is how I made a quick 220 bucks yesterday. I don't even know what the dang what do you call it are. The options, they've changed. So your options now, hold on. If you're in a what do you call it? You should be at 4,100. 4,100 for a put. 40. Oh God, that's what I'm at. I'm at the right place. 4,100. And this option just went up from 50 cents to $6. It went up $6 on SPX. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I should have taken my own advice. This is so unreal. Right now, 4,100, or you can do 41. Yeah, 4,100. You can do a 40.95, 40.95, 4,100. Right at the money. 4,100 and 41.05 on a call, which I wouldn't be doing one. 41.05. 41.05. Okay, uncheck it. $6.80. Where'd it go? I lost it. There we go. There we go. I found it. It's going to come back up a little first, folks. It's going to come up a little first before it goes back down a little further. That was some put. I told you, take the put and be patient. You would have been, right now, about $6. You would have had 5 contracts on SPX. You'd be up over $3,000. Look at this thing. It still wants to drop more. That's scary. Scary. I'm not trading. I'm going to take away the trend lines for right now. I don't really need them. But I'm going to move my support down. And let's move our support back down to about 409. 409 support at this point. And we're going to make the resistance about 410. 75 cents. It's hard to say. $408.23 was the low of the day. We could build a new low. Let's see. We're holding the 409.25. 409.20. 409.20 seems to be holding right now. Let's tweak it out a little bit and see what it does. There you go. Wow. I think the best alert that I gave all day, truthfully, was the put. Telling you to do it and to be patient. So you would have done it right over here where I told you, right there. It would have come down, you would have stayed in, you would have been patient, and there it was. And it was absolutely a great call. Also, I think a great call was, and you'd have to see it back on the 1 minute, was all the manipulation in here, okay, that we just saw. That was totally unbelievable. I think you see it more on the 1 minute. So there it is. There you go. See? If you look at this at the 1 minute, this is totally unbelievable manipulation. So it was like that was a roller coaster right there. That was a nice roller coaster. Let's move it up like that. I still think we got 409. I think I should have left it. Just left it. 409. Holding at 409. 2:35 in the afternoon. Deck will be back at 3 o'clock. That's when I'll get off. Okay. Let me see this. So I went over a bunch of things today. I think some good information that you can utilize in your travels today. Bitcoin is 1 year away from a major technical event, so keep your eyes tuned to that. I think to those that get involved with Bitcoin right now are going to make a lot of money. I do. And Deck. Okay, I have Deck on. Let's see if his, I don't think his, what do you call it, came back on yet. Levanito. No, it did not. So I don't care. I'm going to turn it off. I won't know when he's on. I just know he's on at 3. So I closed it up. Come on. Closed it up. There we go. Wow. And you got Tesla down also. Tesla's down to about 181 on its, let's see. 181 is going to be support for Tesla right now, leaving resistance at about 182. That's $1, so 85 cents. Perfect. Okay, we'll probably see it up in the morning. I think you'll see some spikes in the morning. I don't swing trade, so I don't know what you're going to do as far as that. I don't give advice on swing trading. The best advice I give to new traders is never to swing trade. You're looking for trouble, you can wipe out an account, especially with the SPY. All right, we're about to go under the 409. Remember, I put 408.48, say 408.50. I just didn't want to put it right on the line, which is right there. Your lower VWAP, 408.59. I think I have 50. I do. I have 50. All right, that was my low call. My first call was right. I went through both of them. Unbelievable day. You can see the cloud now. Look at your think script for 9 and 21. 405, 409. Nothing in here. Okay, we're good. Very bullish right now, folks. You feel so nice. You feel so nice. You're pretty. You're pretty, girl. You're okay? You feel okay? I love you. Be careful here. Well, he says see the end of the day squeeze, but he's talking on GFAI. Possible squeeze coming later. Let's see. Yeah, it could go back up. It opened at 17. I don't know, it went down, but it's still up $28. Wow. That stock really moved today. Guard Force. It's not done. You could see this stock as high as $30 tonight. After hours, GFAI could be a $30, $31 stock. This thing could move. Let's see. What do we got there? 28.29. What are we at now? We're at 28.75, 28.29. We're already past that. This is going to be $30. This thing should go over tonight. Definitely go over. Okay. I have no predictions for tomorrow. So, end of day and tomorrow. I don't know. I think you'll see a little bit of a spike in the morning, but that's about it. Then I think we'll see negative. So, I don't know because we're waiting for the Feds. When are the Feds going to speak? Does anybody know when the Feds talk on the next raise of interest? I don't know when that is. Does anybody know when? Okay, when does Powell speak on interest? Let's say April 3rd, March 21st, FOM meetings, Reserve Board, 4:15, 3:15 factors reserve, Federal Reserve Board, news and events. Let's see, I don't know. April 12th, today, Market Committee March. Minutes of the Federal Open Market Committee, March 21st, 2nd, and April 12th, today it says. April 12th, what time? I don't see it. Welcome to the remarks. The chair, supervision, 3:19, 27, 31, 30. 15. I don't know. Minutes of the Federal Open Market Committee. When is that? 2 p.m.? They already spoke then. Eastern. Federal Open Market for release at 2 p.m. 2 p.m. Exactly what I said. Okay. Yeah, I looked it up. So I missed it. I don't even know what they said. Well, there it is. Additional. Oh, I see it now. It's right there in the news at 12:37. Additional hikes appropriate. So it says the FOMC minutes say appropriate. Additional hikes appropriate. That's what I said. I said that during the thing with death today. There's no reason why this administration and anything to do with it is going to call for a stop, because inflation is not going to stop. Okay, it's going up. We are in big trouble in this country. I don't know how many of you listened to what's going on with China and what's happening, or if you listen to Fox News. There were some good speakers on last night, especially Marco Rubio last night spoke on Fox. He nailed it. He really nailed what's going on and what's happening. Folks, I'm doing the right thing shacking up with an Asian girl, because we might be taken over, and maybe it's going to save my life. Who the hell knows? If not, I'm going to have a real good life. She can make a dynamite egg roll. Woo! And chicken chow mein and Szechuan and Mandarin. She says she can outcook me, and you guys know I cook. We're going to have some fun cooking in the kitchen. Cooking in every room in the house. We'll be cooking all right. Is that going to give me more gray hairs? Damn, I'm going to have to paint the kitchen. I know, so do Asian women. But this one's very bossy. Very bossy. Let's see if she's called me today. I've been ignoring her, which is good. I need to ignore her a little more. Make her love me. Let's see. Are you here? Watch. What's it going to say? Are you here? Here it is. Here's the gift. I'm getting a spanking. Did I tell you how I feel about you today? And she goes, not yet. I'm getting a spanking. I guess if you have to spank it out of me, it's not worth telling you. So I didn't tell you how I feel today. By the way, I'm very good with feeling with my hands. I told her I'm good feeling with my hands. I got something I want to feel. Wait till I get that ass in my hands and I squeeze. There you go. I told her when I get her ass in my hands, I'm going to squeeze it. She's tight. I'm telling you. She's 5'7" and 115 pounds. These people, they know how to eat right. I'll tell you that. They don't have many cardiovascular problems. She eats a lot of sushi, which is great. That's my favorite. I love sushi. I eat all kinds of fish. All kinds of fish. You know what? When I was younger, they used to say, my name's Mike. So they say, give it to Mikey. See if he likes it. Mikey likes it. He likes it a lot. Yeah. Down and dirty. She says I'm naughty. Some of the things I say to her. I'm not naughty. I'm nice. There's a difference between naughty and nasty. I'm not nasty. I'm just naughty. All right, folks. Almost 2:44 in the afternoon. I did not do a trade today. I almost jumped in, but it would have been a little too late. I'm sorry I didn't jump in for at least something. But no, I'm not a player. You're so wrong. I am not a player. I've been with the same woman for 18 years, and I have never cheated on my wife to this day. So, never. Right now, I'm having text sex. What do you call that? Where you're having a... You know what? Let's see. What do you call a soul mate in text relationship? There's a word for it. See if I can figure it out. It's called. What is your text Oh, that's right. It's called text member, textmate. Your soulmate is Tejon. You're both passionate about life and extremely troubled. Tejon. What the heck is that? Oh, I want to know. Tejon. Wow. I just learned something. I like that. Tejon. Oh, stop. Come on, guys. Unbelievable. Take that crap off my board. Sexting. Well, it's more than sexting. Take that off, too. And I'm not a player. I am not a player. I should have started. I can't think of it. Soulmate. She's in China when you meet up. She's driving here in her new Audi very soon. And she's staying at the Hilton. Let me tell you something. How many of you have made over $60,000 by the help of a stranger? I'm a stranger. I help a lot of you make money. You good, get cool. You good. Act T. What is Act T? You got. I don't know what you're talking about. What is that? Act T. And this is terminology I don't know. Act T. What is that? T Act. T Act. State of Illinois. I don't know what Act T is. Upgrade your Act T t-shirts. I don't know what Act T is. You gotta help me up here. Help me out, man. What is Act T? You said it twice. You said it before. Stop. Act dash T. Yes. Your handle shortened. Oh, I'm active trader. I got it. Oh, okay. I got you. My handle shorter is Mike. That's the Mike. I'm Mike. Here we go, folks. Going for that lower target. I was right. I told you, be patient. Going for the lower target. No, I got you. I got you. I got you. Somebody else. Hold on. What else is beeping here? Do 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 do. Doesn't even look like her, Adrian. That doesn't even look like her. That looks like the picture that was sent to my wife with another girl next to her. So, that's not her. Good try, no cigar. Not her. Not her. Are you watching the board? Ah. Too fast for you, didn't get it. Wow, look at this thing go. And there's my target. Lower target. Gonna get hit. Gonna get hit. Who's got it? Who got in that? Who got in that? 100%. Who got in that, okay? Who took the target and went for it? I gotta be careful because of the stuff you guys write on here, you know? I don't want my wife, I don't want to hurt her. Who thinks we're dropping lower than 408.67? Who thinks we're going to drop lower than 408.50? Anybody here? So far, we've been pretty close on the targets, you know? I'm hungry and nobody fed me lunch. Hold on one second. Right back. You stay. You stay. Okay. All right, I'm back. I had to get something to put in my mouth. She's not around. So, we haven't hit that 50 yet. We got the 57. Wow. 57. If we go to that, let's say 57. I think that was the low. I said 50. I'm 7 cents away from the low. That's pretty good. 57, 56, 56. We hit 56. Okay. Watch it drop really quick. Ready? We're going down to 35. Here it comes. Ready? Here we go. Here we go. Come on. I'm in no trades, folks. I did not trade today. I called the put. I did call it. That's not her, and she don't have animals. That's a pretty girl. That's not her. Not her, Adrian. Let's keep it stock related. That's why I won't give you her picture, because she'll be posting it everywhere. Like the other day. It's okay. My wife knows. She just doesn't know the day. That's right. I posted it for 3 seconds and I took it away. But what you posted is not her. That's not the same girl. Though a lot of Asian women may look alike, that's not her. You keep looking on the internet for pictures. You won't find her. She's not on Instagram anymore. She's not on, what do you call it? And you did get me some of the best pictures. I love the bathtub shot. But I don't want them posted up there. I posted it real quick just so you people can eat your hearts out. It's going to happen. It's going to happen, folks. Maybe I'll trade tonight. Some crypto. The girl's made me $63,000 and I'm holding $50,000 of her money. So right now I'm sitting with over $140,000 in an account that I only have less than $35,000 of my own money in. And there she is. Oh, send me a gift. Can I kiss that? Are we gonna trade tonight? I'm just talking about you in the room. Taking a census. How many people think we should go for it and how many think we shouldn't? Most think we should. That's fine. Hugs and kisses? I did call the bottom and now it just pulled back up. So you see, I told you. Waiting for you to text. Yeah, why? Did you text me something? Neo, what did she write? Neo Yayo Show. She just hit me in Chinese. Okay, hold on. I gotta figure this out. No. Come on. I can't get it to convert into English. Something she gave me won't convert. Wow, it's 259. I hit the bottom. I hit my target. That's amazing. I hit the target right there. Boom. Within pennies. What was the low? What was the low? All right. So we hit 53. This time is wrong. 59. Here we go. I knew something was wrong. All right. Let's see. What did I hit? I can't get that much lower. Can't get any lower. 408. I don't know. There it is. 408. 50, 76. I can't find it. All right, but we did hit it. I know we hit it. Back up to 409. We're coming down again. One more time. GFAI nailed that call too. Oh, good. Good for you. You said it was going to go up, didn't you? Wasn't it going back up? Yep, there it is, 30. I said it was going over $30. I called 30. It just went a dollar something since I called that one. And by the way, Don Trader, it's GFAI. Please use proper format in this room. I appreciate it. Like that. Okay? Thank you. Did I not call $30 on that before? I thought it would happen a little later, but it happened. All right. And with that, folks, let me just see real quick. I guess deck's not live yet. Deck, this would be, do you think scan? I don't think see. Build the next. Where the heck is he? He's not coming live? I don't hear anything yet. 82. Wow, wow, wow. That's it. 3 o'clock, folks. I've been straight through about 12, so I did 3 hours today because we had that thing this morning. Let's see. My friend, he said, look at my, what do you call it? But he didn't, Adrian, he doesn't call me anymore. Adrian. Oh, God. Stock related, folks. Stock related. I haven't seen anything come out of you that's stock related in a long time. All right, I'm going to take away the bottom. Since we hit the lower target, I'm going to remove that so it's not on my chart tomorrow. We'll start fresh again in the morning. It's 3:01. I believe nobody else is. There's Deck. He'll be live in 1 minute. So with that, folks, I want to thank everybody. Thank you all for your support. I will be live tomorrow. I will talk a little bit more about crypto tomorrow for those that are interested. I'll talk about day trading. I'll talk about option trading. I'll talk about anything you want to talk about as long as it's stock related. Anything else we should keep separately. I know I got off about a little bit today, but it's exciting. Things are happening. And I just wanted to share with some of you. But thank you all for your support. I'll see you all tomorrow. Deck is live in 2 minutes. All right? So I'll see you over at Deck's room. Let's have a great evening. Bangarang. Yow, whatever makes you float, boat. It was pretty good today. I thought it was pretty good today, too. You know what? I had fun also. We got a lot done. I mean, we really talked about a lot of things. You can go back on this tape and you can listen. I don't know what's going on over there in YouTube. Let's see, dismiss. I didn't say hello over there enough. But 249 streamed 20 hours ago? That's not today's. I must have lost my live. Hold on. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see, copied video, boom, boom. Let's see, next. Come on, open up, there we go. Live now is, hold on, let me see. There we go. Doom, 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 doom. Keep some 37 people watching. Just want to shout out to those of you in YouTube. Thank you again for your support today. And again, I will be live tomorrow, all right? I'll see you all then. Have a great evening. And I'll see you tomorrow. Jim Cramer's, what's that? Oh, CNBC. Oh, that was a good article. I just closed it on crypto. All right, folks. Good night. Tomorrow. I'll see you over at Deck's room. Bye-bye. Like I said, it was going to drop back down again. There it is.